I'm Patrick Gill.
And I'm Simone de Rochefort.
And we're building a PC.
They're letting me build a PC.
It's kind of wacky. I'm getting myself in my ear right now. Can I get that to stop? Boy.
You hate to hear yourself.
Yeah. Slight delay on my own. I'm going to pop this until... There we go. Hi.
We'll see how that goes.
So I've built a PC once. Simone, how many times have you built a PC?
0. But thanks to GameStop, I have a bunch of stuff here, and I'm going to build. They're literally letting me build a sick PC just so that I can play F1 2022, which is nuts. They're letting me do this. But yeah, I've built a PC 0 times, so I'm kind of relying on some expertise from my coworker.
Yeah. And like I said, I've only done this once. So we're going to rely on a little help from a very, very special guy, Sumit Sarkar.
Hello, that's me. I have a little bit more experience than one time.
How many PCs have you built, Sumit?
I built one and then I rebuilt it this year. So
Wait.
It's basically 2. We're gonna call it 2.
I was going around telling people you had built dozens of PCs.
Dozens.
Yeah, maybe
dozens of them.
If you take the 1 off of the 12, let's so.
Okay.
So look.
Well, I'm not good at math, so.
It's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. We're gonna do this together. And the reason it's gonna be great is because I'm here not just as, you know, advice giver. I'm also here as the chief safety officer. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I got Band-Aids. I came prepared. I got my anti-static wrist strap. I'm gonna make sure that Pat and Simone are wearing theirs at all times when they are digging around in the guts of this PC.
Literally, we had set up this table, this beautiful table that we're going to build a PC on, and Sumit walks in and goes, so is there a place to hook the anti-static wrist straps to when the case isn't on the table? And Pat and I were like, and there is. However, our set design is perfect.
We came close. Well, do you want to get into it?
I do want to get into it. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is, my understanding is bring that case up here, and we're going to pop some panels off of it.
Pop some boggles.
Ooh. And the really exciting thing is that we are going to get to peel a big sticker off the glass side of the case.
Yes.
I should also mention, we are going to be doing this for 2 hours. We're going to get as far as we can in 2 hours, like by 5 p.m. Eastern. Pray for us.
Yeah. Get it on up here.
Oh, God.
Do you want me to?
No, I got it.
Okay. So this is our case. And you'll also notice that down below us right now, there is a full list of our build specs if you want to follow along at home. We did a test build of this. It took much longer than 2 hours, but hopefully we're going to speed run it this time. So we're going to do our case prep. Simone has just popped the back panel off very quickly.
Should I put the back panel?
Just put it over there by Safety Officer Sumit.
Right, Safety Officer Sumit, thank you. And then we've got the glass, which I'm so afraid of. Yeah. I'm going to unscrew this little bad boy. I got a manicure because I knew you guys would be looking at my hands so much. But then also at the same time, I'm about to just like really mess up. Okay, so there's a button, right? Or is it, does it just pop off? I don't remember.
So you're getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you've got that out.
Oh, we should peel the sticker off.
Well, no, we'll peel it off once it's out there.
Fine.
But yeah, you kind of unclamp it a little bit, and then it should just sort of lean out.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, I did this so many times in practice, and now I'm just like terrified that I'm gonna drop a glass panel live on stream. Safety officer.
When do we peel?
Oh, we're peeling?
Yeah, let's peel.
We peel. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Everybody get ready for the peel.
Is this okay? Wow, you're just taking the lead.
No, you do it. You do it.
Simone's
Yeah, let me get close so we can get some sound on it. Yeah, peel that shit.
Yeah.
I hope everyone enjoyed that. Trash officer.
What? Now he's the trash officer?
Now he's the trash officer.
That's
all right.
me.
And glass panel keeper. Okay, we want the top and the... I felt that static. It's from the plastic. Yeah. Can you pop the top and the front off because
I'll give it a
my
shot
little
with my
fingers
little
are too weak.
fingers.
I've tried this so many times, and you really just have to like wedge your fingers in there.
Yeah. So from the front, I'm going in, right? Under here?
Yeah.
So the thing that's terrifying about building a PC is 50% of the stuff we're gonna do today is like just a feather's touch. If you have to push it all, you know, there's something wrong and there's too much resistance. And then the other half of the stuff is like, oh yeah, just crank it, dude.
Jam it in there.
Just jam it in. And there's really, it's sometimes you're surprised at which is which.
Yeah.
How do we get this one off now?
You just literally dig your fingernails in there and yank it, is my understanding.
From which side?
I think here there's a little
there
bit.
you go, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now.
There's a little fan in here.
A little fan in here. What is there?
His name is Claudio, and he's taped to that camera.
It's true. We found a little
Man.
a little tiny
rubber
man while we were setting up for the stream today. It's like a tiny, like 3mm tall 3D printed man.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It's off.
It's off. Okay, so now we have open case. So now it will be hopefully somewhat illuminated when we are putting black components into the black case.
Yeah, we really didn't take that part through.
Yeah, this is gonna be a visual feast for you all. That's why we have the bisexual lighting. Okay, so now we get rid of this bad boy.
Yeah, yeah, I'll take care of that if you want to brief people on what GameStop's up to.
Okay, okay. He's afraid to
Let them know about the Black Friday deals.
GameStop. So all the parts that we're using today, we've sourced from GameStop. So if you are interested in building a gaming PC, or if you know someone who is, or you want to help someone build a gaming PC, there's so many configurations of relationships a person could have. You can head to your local GameStop or to GameStop.com, and they have a bunch of Black Friday deals coming up as well. I am going to read off my little sheet. So 30% off PC components, 40% PC accessories, and then also Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is coming out tomorrow. So that's something you can pick up there as well, as we dig into the delicious motherboard, which I am so afraid of her.
Okay, yeah, so this phase of the project is the motherboard. I'm gonna do an extreme layman's explanation of all of these things, and if a smarter person wants to chime in, they can feel free to do that. The motherboard is the thing that all the other things plug into. It is the, would we call this? I was gonna say
mother of all boards, yeah.
I was gonna say it was the brain of the computer, but like every part of the computer is kind of a brain. It's kind of the skeleton.
Skeleton?
The nervous system of the computer.
Ooh, I like yeah, it's the nervous system of the computer.
And you are very nervous every time you handle it.
Yes, because there are so many parts of it that I'm not allowed to touch. And I think the first time we took it out of here, Pat was like, now see, you just put your fingers exactly where you're not supposed to. I was like, well, I thought there'd be at least one side of this thing that I was allowed to touch. No, you touch the edges.
All right, so gently lift that lad. And then we're going to anti-static ourselves. Yeah. Actually, put it back. Let's anti-static ourselves now.
Let's do that.
So that fancy bag is an anti-static bag.
I could have died just now. How much?
The thing is, you wouldn't have died. The motherboard would have died, which is maybe just as bad.
Hi, sorry.
So while Simone's grabbing those anti-static straps.
Where did I put them?
They're probably in one of those little buckets over there.
They're in here. Mine is blue.
Pop those.
Oh, they're in one of the bluer ones. There it is. Got it. Thank you.
So I built my first PC like literally a couple weeks ago before I knew we were doing this stream. And I simply can't believe that it turned on. Like,
how did you feel when it finally turned on?
Like, it wasn't a finally turned on situation. It was
Well, finally after you had built it.
Sure, yeah, for several hours. It took several hours to build it. But it turned on first try, which I felt very blessed about. And if it had not turned on first try, I think I might have cried.
Yeah.
Reasonable. That's fair.
Can I, so we have a little mini game that we're playing throughout this. I have some F1 terminology. Some of the terms are real and some are fake. Patrick and Sumit, may I give you a couple? Okay.
Let's do it.
While you're doing that, I'm going to get the Mobo onto the top of the Mobo box.
Are you sure that you don't want me to help you with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, go
Then
ahead.
I will.
Close Mobo box for me.
Yep. Mobo box. So we use that as basically like a platform to do all the work on this thing so that it won't get harmed by our fat, greasy fingers. Okay. And so that we won't, I don't know, mostly so it won't get harmed. Yeah. So this is a beautiful object. And the parts of this that I'm not allowed to touch are all of it, but especially that.
Yes.
Correct? Because that's where the CPU goes?
Yes.
Yes. And she scares me.
Yes.
She's one of the parts where if I break her, I'm going to walk out of this room and you will never see me again. Patrick and Submit, marbles.
What do you want?
Marbles.
What about?
What about
What
them?
do you mean?
True? False?
Is that a racing term?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Yes, it is. Do you want to hazard a guess
What
as
is
to what it is?
Marbles is in F1 racing. So once again, this is an F1 racing and PC building stream because we're building this PC so Simone can play her little car games.
My silly little car game.
Marbles is how they test the leveling of a course. They put a cup of marbles, a little dish of marbles, in the passenger seat, and then they drive around, and if the marbles fly out, they're like, oh, we gotta be careful.
Okay, I'm gonna say marbles are ball bearings, like in
Marbles are the bits of rubber that build up around the edges of the track throughout a race weekend that it's bad to drive on because it creates traction and slows you down and can make you slide.
Interesting.
So I guess
Yeah,
Pat was
work.
closer than me.
Yeah. All right, so what do we do with this bad boy?
So CPU's going in first.
First, what kind of motherboard is it? Tell us about this motherboard.
That's a great question, Sumit Sarkar. This is a AMD Ryzen 7700X. No, that's our CPU. Where's my MOBO on here? There it is. This is the MSI MPG X670p Wi-Fi AMD MOBO.
And we've already put these spacers on here, so that's something we're not going to do today. So we go right for the CPU?
Let's go for the CPU.
I've cracked open the little case where it goes.
Yes.
May I
and
have this?
Sumit will hand us the CPU.
Thank you so much.
And now you can tell us what the CPU is, Pat.
What's the CPU?
The CPU, well, what the CPU is it's one of the computer's many brains. The computer has so many brains, but it is what it sounds like. It's the central processing unit. And the
God.
specific one that we're using is, yes, be careful with that, is the AMD Ryzen 7700X processor, 8-core, 16-thread, 5.4 gigahertz.
So what happens here, I believe this is the right side up, so the text
You got the triangle,
is that way.
the triangle?
The triangle, oh.
You gotta line up. You gotta line up the triangles.
processor. Yeah,
Yes, I
right
do.
There, you got it in one.
Okay.
So you're
And I just lay
gently
this-
going to set that in there.
So I'm literally so freaking scared
I'll hold the
about
panel
this.
up for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you recommend I hold it? Not by the corners. Oh my God.
Just gonna lay it down.
Very,
gently.
very, very, very gently, and it'll just sink right in. You did it in one.
I did it in one.
Yep.
I did it in one.
Okay.
Now we lay that back down.
Well
And
done.
then you gently and securely crank. If you feel a lot of resistance, you stop. But
I'm worried about, what does resistance feel like?
you kind of cranked it in there last time. Let me give it a feel. No, that's fine.
Okay.
I think.
See, that
Let me
sounds like
verify.
resistance to me.
Yeah. No, that's in.
It's in.
Yeah.
She's in. Once again. Oh, see, you're not on top of it.
Oh, that's what I did wrong.
See. Okay, so you really do just
and
gotta jam it down.
Yep.
And then that slips under the thing. Wow. Absolutely terrifying. Thank you. Hey.
God, I'm so sweaty already.
Yeah, this is a lot of pressure. But no, we have to make it look fun and sexy.
Okay. We did it.
Oh, and it was easy.
I got some news. It's only gonna get more sweaty from here.
Okay.
I know, God, I'm so angry that we have to do all the little tiny cables under these studio lights.
What happens if I laugh and spit on the motherboard? Just wondering.
Do not spit on the
Okay.
motherboard.
Okay, so what is next? RAM, I believe? Yeah, thank you.
Next on our list, let's scoot on down here. Yeah, let's do memory. So we're gonna put the memory and the M2 in before we put the cooler on because we have a big honkin' cooler.
Because I'm gonna push this thing to the limit. I'm gonna be driving on the edge.
Do F1 cars have coolers?
They must, they do.
Okay.
That's, okay. Question I don't know.
So you're gonna drive on the marbles.
No.
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 we're not
Driving
gonna
away
do
from
You don't
the
want
marbles.
you want to avoid the marbles. All right.
that.
All right, RAM,
so
baby.
let's do our RAM,
Yeah.
and then we'll do our M2.
Thank you.
So which RAM is this? Well, let me tell you. We went for the PNY XLR8. That's what cars do.
Oh boy.
Gaming.
I'm gonna kill you.
I mean, I think there's an
I'm gonna end your life.
32 gigabytes here across 2 sticks. So now this is one of those many parts of computer construction that once again is you trying to figure out, am I pushing too hard or am I not pushing hard enough?
Are you jamming it or are you gently sliding?
Okay, so Simone, do you remember which slots this goes into?
2 and 4?
That's right.
Yes. And it goes in a direction.
The stickers are going to be facing us, I believe, but once again, there is a slightly asymmetrical groove in there.
Yeah, there's a little notch.
Oh, yeah, there's a notch.
And that will line up with the notch in there if you have it
that
right.
does look like it is not correct.
That's the right shot.
Okay. Yep, here we go. Stickers facing away from us. And then I just slide that bad boy in there.
Yep, and it'll click.
I hate that. Are you sure? I'm so scared. Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, if it feels bad, don't force it. But let me confirm.
It's all lined up.
You got it in there.
Oh, it's in?
No, not quite. But we got to click these guys all the way in. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, oh, I heard one.
There we go. That's one.
Oh my god.
Boom.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You do number 2.
Okay.
I believe you can do it.
I do number 2. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's definitely worse than accelerate.
Yeah, I know.
I
Well,
thought
had
you
to
were
go
above
back.
that kind of stuff.
No, I'm not. Well, it depends. Cartoon Network can't do it, but I can. Okay. I just like push and then.
Is that a reference to the Gravity Falls?
I'm so scared.
check your
Yes,
work
I
there?
do. I don't think
so you
I
can
did it.
see there
You're not
that
a-
it's not
yeah.
quite in, but you do have it lined up properly.
Yeah.
So
So I really just need to push
Yeah,
harder than
push well. You're sort of
firmly and gently.
lifting up those clips on either side, because those clips will click in.
No, they're still
when
not
it's all the way down.
clicked in.
Let me go ahead and take a look
Jeez.
then.
Yeah.
I know this part is scary.
It's so scary. It's not as scary as what we're gonna do later, but
There we go.
okay.
Boom.
Yeah, it's tough. I find, again, I've only done this once in my entire life, putting your thumbs lengthwise along it so there's more
Okay.
surface area so you don't feel like you're pushing as hard on a couple key points. Also, it's RAM. It's fine.
I feel like the helpful thing is having a guinea pig to do the parts that scare you, so that then you can blame them.
Oh, I thought
mess up.
I thought you were talking about a literal guinea pig because they got those small fingers.
Yes, and they're very preternaturally strong as well. So, safety officer / trust officer submit. There you go. Thank you.
Take care of that.
Okay, so next on this list,
I think it's time for us to
this bad
reveal.
boy.
No, yeah, you're right, the M2.
Yeah,
Did we just leave that installed?
I think we did.
Hell yeah, okay.
Nice.
Did we?
What is that?
Yeah, we left the M2 installed. Okay, cool. Like I said, we did a test build of this last week, and we got it to post. Heaven knows if we'll get it to post again.
No, we didn't. It's in here. That's the heat
Oh,
sink.
that's just the heat
Oh.
sink. Oh.
Well, then I need some screwdrivers
Submit Sarkar Safety
Yeah.
Officer. Can we have our toolkit?
or iFixit kit.
Yeah, we got this fancy pants iFixit kit. It's got all kinds of bits and tools and
Bits and or bobs.
I love this bad boy. So it's
It's-
got like a magnetic lid, and so many screwdriver heads. So I'm removing these
That's
to
right.
pull this whole thing off.
Yes.
And I need a Phillips head for that.
yes.
That's
and
right.
We're gonna see. So
That is a flathead.
that's a flathead.
Yes.
Is what that is. Okay. One thing that we are about to learn about me is that I'm so good at rotating shapes and unscrewing things, but bad at judging the size of screwdriver head that I need. And that is actually, I think it might be good. Yeah, okay. And this thing was a bit, like one of them is sticky and one of them is not. And
One
it's
of
kind
them
annoying.
tells only lies.
Speaking of telling lies, radical grist.
Radical grist. So
Yes.
once again, let me recap for the people watching at home. This is an F1 stream and a PC building stream because in the stream after this stream in 2 weeks, we're going to use this bad boy and a bunch of wacky F1 gaming accessories to allow Simone to live out her.
We got a chair, we got headphones, we got pedals.
So Simone has
brought
prepared
my
a bunch
hats.
of F1 related questions for us, and this one is radical grist. Is that a real thing?
Yes.
Well, ideally, maybe not the heat sink side down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The
not that side.
sorry.
It's
thermal
okay. It's
side
not a
down.
huge deal.
Jeez.
We will survive.
Yeah.
Radical grist is a real thing.
I'm gonna say it's a not. It's there's something about it. I don't know.
Okay. Pat, what do you think it is?
Radical grist is when a driver of a car, grist. What would grist be if it were a real thing?
I think if it were real, it would be the aforementioned marbles going into a mill, like a grist mill. That's what it is.
Wait, what is grist?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like the waste that comes off of grain after it's milled, so it's cracked.
Then radical grist would be like when you get a bunch of debris in your engine and it stops it from working.
Okay. So radical grist is not real.
Okay, you made that.
Oh!
Okay.
Well, I didn't make that one up. Thank you to Bird Pinkerton, a Vox employee, who helped me come up with some fake terms. What do I do with this?
So, if you recall...
And I hope the answer is hold it by the edges.
No, yeah, you're doing good there. This is another buddy where the little notch on this end is your guide.
Okay.
You're gonna set that notch in.
Like
So, like this.
this.
Yeah, at an
Nope.
angle.
Nope.
Like this.
Like this.
Yeah, the part with the contacts on it goes into the slot.
Yeah,
Like this.
like that.
Oh, I see the notch. Okay.
Yeah. And it's going to kind of just stick out like that diagonally, and then, yeah, you can push it down, and that little doohickey on the screw there, turn it, and that'll hold it in place.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it's not going in, then it's not seated, right? It needs
Okay.
to go a little further in.
Further.
Little further.
Little further.
Get in there, buddy. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And then once it's
You
in,
really just shove that bad boy down,
Yeah, you
and
just
then you push this
crank
little,
that little guy and it'll stay in.
and it stays. Amazing. Okay, so what does this do?
Oh, that's our, so yeah, let me talk about storage
is
on this
this?
here dealie. We're not doing a lot of storage on this one because we're trying to build it quick. And then we're gonna go in there and we'll put some
Thank you, sir.
HDDs and other drives in there. We got a 980 Pro Samsung here, solid state drive, because we're also only installing one game on this one for now.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, that's the hard drive. And now Simone is installing the heat shield, which will get the heat off of that bad boy. When it's rendering, or no, I guess it wouldn't be rendering the pictures of the race cars. I guess it would be holding the information that the CPU and GPU would then use to interpret
And then
that
the GPU,
data
the
to make a
GPU
race car.
Can render, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how I did get the correct size of the head in one?
Well done. I'm proud of you.
Grizzytron, that's a great question. Grizzy in chat says, wait, should I have a heat shield on my NVMe? I don't know. I have, in my tower, I do, but I also just installed one in an old gaming laptop I had, and I didn't do one, and that's been fine, and maybe that was a mistake.
So it depends on what you're doing with it. I think they recommend them for a lot of the newer, the PCIe 4.0 or later the 5.0 SSDs, because those have a much higher read and write speed, and so chances are they'll get hotter.
Yeah.
That's why if you notice, Sony has a list of like SSDs that are compatible with the PS5,
Yeah.
and they specify that you need to be able to fit a heatsink in there with the SSD.
Gotcha.
Because the PS5 just gets real hot when it's, rendering Kratos and Atreus in the Norse lands.
Rendering. Okay, so now, ooh, it's cooler time.
Cooler time. It's time for us to figure out what a pea-sized dollop means.
Yes. We are doing things with thermal paste. We had some intense discussions about this beforehand, I'll say, because I interpret pea as being a much smaller vegetable than Pat and Sumit are used to. I'm all about those fancy peas, those little guys. But before we get to that, I need the cooler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
let's
gotta
get the
take
cooler unpacked, yeah.
take the fan out. I gotta work some clips. I gotta become frightened. While we're getting that over here, slicks.
Those are real. That just means tires.
Yeah, I'm gonna say real.
You're correct. What conditions are they used in?
Dry.
You're correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pat beat me to it. I knew that too.
Alrighty. So this is the Noctua NHD15. What is this? Oh, these are the spacers. Okay, yeah, because those were part of the fan situation.
Yeah,
I'm so scared.
Yeah, we decided to go with an air cooler just because it's simpler and because none of us have ever used liquid cooling in our PCs. and it seemed more complicated,
Oh, boy.
potentially.
So that opens from that side. Yeah.
It does.
What kind of, do you both have air coolers in your
Yep.
computer?
I use
Actually,
an air cooler, yeah.
I have this exact cooler. It runs pretty quiet, and I'm cooling
there we go.
an Intel i7 12700K CPU, so it's pretty
Okay.
beefy. Puts out a lot of heat, but
Let's talk about exactly which one we have here. We have the Noctua, very vampiric sounding cooler brand. Noctua NH-D15 Chromax Black dual tower CPU cooler. And
Okay.
yeah, pretty much what this lad does for us is there is a panel here right now that's covered with plastic, and we're going to leave that there for
We
just
don't
another
touch
second.
that.
Yeah, we don't touch that bit. There's a fan in the middle here. There's an optional second fan.
I
It'll
didn't
be
drop
fine.
it on the motherboard, and that's what matters.
So yeah, we got these two towers here, and they're little grates. They suck the heat off of the CPU and dissipate it, blast it out of the back of the computer using that fan. And I am a fan of keeping my CPU below 60 Celsius.
I'm gonna kill you. No, but you're correct though. And then this guy has little clips.
Yeah, little clips that go onto there. So we're gonna get that out of the way for
Don't
now.
need her. Go away.
The medium between the CPU and the little cooling panel here is thermal paste, which is a terrifying concept to me. The idea of putting goop in a computer.
Yeah. Why do we do that?
It's just the medium that ensures like connection between the surface area of the CPU and the surface area of that cooling.
because those two surfaces are like smooth metal,
Yeah.
but if you get to a microscopic level, there are undulations.
There are gaps, yeah, okay.
And you want to make sure that the paste spreads
So-
smoothly across it to fill in those gaps and make a, full contact connection between the CPU and the cooler to maximize the heat transfer.
No molecule left behind. Yeah,
you go.
okay. So, thermal paste, please.
I think the paste is in the cooler
box.
with the accessories, I believe.
Also, I don't remember. When we did our test build, did we do a pea-sized dollop and then just squash it down with the processor, or did we spatula it?
We just squashed it with the processor. You can do a
I
spatula.
don't believe.
People do that these days.
Oh, unless it's in here, yes.
It really depends on how you want to do it. There's no wrong. Well, I shouldn't say there's no wrong way. There's definitely a wrong way to do it, and that's using too much. Don't do that. Less is more when it comes to thermal paste. But as Simone and Pat have said, we did the test build and it went great.
There it is. Okay, I found the thermal paste. And I said,
Don't eat the thermal paste.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. That's
the thing. I did threaten to eat it, and you guys
Is
both...
there a thermal spatula in there?
Thermal spatula?
We don't need it. Let's just squash it. Let's just squash
I want
it.
to squash it.
I would also say, just as a general rule, don't eat anything that goes into a computer. Just throw it out there.
Fine.
Well, I'm a big fan of chips, so you're gonna have a hard time stopping me.
I'm gonna turn this car around, Pat.
We didn't do a laugh volume test on me, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Shit. Okay.
I just watched. Sorry, I got the Twitch stream here, and I just watched that joke break our
Ripple
production
through.
in real time.
Porpoising.
Porpoising?
Porpoising.
That's real.
Yeah, that's real.
Okay. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
It is when the car
That-
hits the track and then bounces and down.
it lifts up. Yeah.
down.
So remember, that doesn't go on there.
That doesn't go on there. It goes on there.
Yes.
Okay. Now the fan I do like because there's only like one part of it that I'm not allowed to touch,
Yes.
and it's like really clearly designated. Can I do a practice squirt like on a piece of paper?
Do a practice squirt on your little cards. Yeah.
And then they're gonna get thermal pasted together. Where's a good place for me to do this? Probably right there.
Yeah. Make room for.
Okay. So I just press down on the. Wait, is this open?
Probably.
No,
not.
it's not. Okay. Ooh. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
I believe in you, Simone.
Thank you. Okay. Is that a pea?
That's such a tiny pea. The fact that you
Okay,
consider
it's
that
such
a
a
pea
tiny
is
pea.
hilarious. But you don't want to go much bigger than that.
Right.
Again, this is a dabble-do-ya situation, but you want a bigger P than that.
See, this is what keeps scaring. They're like, no, that's so small. But if you do much more, you'll die. Okay, so what I've been doing, okay, I'm just gonna go in.
Yeah, just go ahead
And then I'll talk
drop
about
it.
what I'm doing. I'm gonna drop a sick P for you all. There, that's a P.
You peed. That's a P.
It's perfect.
a pretty good P.
I've been using a technique because I'm a baker, and when you're doing like frosting, you do like a little like circle and to pull off with the frosting tip. So that's the technique that I used to make this perfectly circular P of thermal paste.
Do you think they sell thermal paste in like those crimped tubes with like their crenellations and stuff that where you can make like a
Absolutely.
the star shape?
Well, what I'd like to do is just like frost around the edges in maybe like a shell shape, and then maybe write something in the middle like happy gaming. Happy gaming, Simone. Okay, so I'm gonna give this stuff back to Smith.
Yeah, please do.
Amazing. Amazing.
See, look, the hard part's over, and now you just gotta
Honestly, it is.
gently set it on there.
The hard part,
Squish it, and then screw it.
it's just starting for you. Meatball flag.
Meatball flag?
Yeah.
Once again, let me remind everybody what we're doing here, because this is live, not television. This is live broadcasting. We're building an F1 gaming rig for Simone to play Simone's little car games, and Simone has prepared some
Card games.
card games.
Hard car games.
Simone has prepared some little true or false F1 racing trivia facts for us, and she has just asked us if a meatball flag is a real thing. Everybody in chat, get your vote in. Is a meatball flag a real thing? I'm not going to look at the chat.
Yeah,
I can't look at chat for a minute. We're not dealing with that yet.
I'm just blowing on it for fun.
Okay.
How dare you, police? My blowing on my PC building stream.
I don't think a meatball flag is real. I think you just made that up. I think you're trying to get me to say something foolish. You're trying to get me to say something foolish, like a meatball flag is real.
That's kind of what I'm doing in every Polygon stream, but it's a bit.
I'm also going to say that the meatball flag is false. It's a false flag, you could say.
The meatball flag is real.
What?
Yes,
Wow.
it
Your
is.
interests are stupid.
When a car is too damaged to continue, the meatball flag is waved to call it into the pits for either repair or retirement.
All right, so it is squashing time, Simone.
Which direction? Not that direction.
No, I believe it can go either direction.
Well, you got to line it up with the screws
But
in
yes,
the...
that is the key thing. You've got two
Yeah.
screws here, and we've got two little plates right there to screw them into. This might be a two-person section.
It should be a
'cause
two-person
if you recall,
section.
one of us has to keep the pressure on there, while the other one screws it in.
Oh, yeah. Okay, do you want to hold and I'll screw then? Because I enjoy...
Philip the Snowman says, can it go either direction? Yeah, I think it just comes down to the fan. This is a symmetrical device.
Is it?
Is
so
it?
here's
do
my
you want to
thing.
double check that for us, Sumit?
The text, all of the text is facing this way on the machine, so
Yeah.
I'm lining up the Noctua text to face, like, to be readable from the same place as the AMD Ryzen and the Lightning Gen 5.
It also, I don't think it can be symmetrical because the way the fans are aligned, the fan has to blow out the back of the PC, and that's where the back of the PC is currently facing toward the camera.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
so yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, do you want to? We should get this ready to
yeah,
go
the
before we
the
put that
extra
bad boy
long.
on. The thermal paste doesn't like dry up, does it? It's fine.
It'll be fine for
We
now.
can just yak.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is a Phillips head one, right?
Yes. Do you want to?
Do I need the longer extension for this?
Yes,
It
I
helped
would.
when we.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to remove this,
Yeah, what do I do?
and then you stick that this part in there.
What do I do? So, what do I do? Yeah, I'll hold the cooler. You do that.
I've just become untethered. Don't worry, Sumit. I do see that I've become untethered. Okay, now this is confusing. Oh yeah. Okay, so. You cursed me. You cursed me with your incompetence. And now I've made a fool of myself.
Yeah, Dave, we got to do the talk show thing where we just pop out a fully prepared computer.
Yeah.
Like we put this one away and it's just got like thermal paste leaking out of it and like sparks shooting off. And they're like, and here's one we made earlier. It's like ultra wire runs.
Right. Let me just test that.
All the RGB is already on and working.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, baby.
Ready to go in? So we want, there we go.
Are you tethered?
I am tethered.
Is it close enough for you?
It is close enough for me. It's Operation Squartion time.
See those screw slots?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
see them.
those screw slots?
We are attempting docking.
We are docking. Yeah, I do. I'm
Is it
going
seating?
the wrong way. Yep.
Yeah, so you got to remember the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey
I
situation.
knew that I'd forget it at least once. Okay, so
Wow, they're both seated?
they are.
Holy cow.
These are
Wow.
pre-tightened. I'm gonna now just tighten them up all the way.
The docking is aligned.
Okay.
Oop. Now, you want to be very
Jeez,
careful about doing that.
So careful. I was distracted by trying to figure out. So I think that this is. Do we want maximum tightness on these?
At this point, we do want to tighten this all the way,
Yeah,
right?
because they
Yeah.
are there's springs, and so they'll prevent you from really doing too much.
Do you want to give that an extra?
Sure.
Just like.
Oh, a what? I'm going to go ahead and use the short version real quick.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, if you can get in there, do it.
Yeah, the situation with the scrunchie is I had my hair up before the stream started, and then Tara got on my earpiece and said, Patrick, your hair looks fine. So I put it down. And then the thinking here is that when I put it up on stream, everybody will have seen me put it up. And so when my hair looks really messy and weird from just being put in a haphazard bun, everybody will be like, oh, well, you know, it is what it is. He did it live on stream.
Yeah, this is what I said. I said, Patrick, everyone can see now that your hair is clean and lovely. And when you put it up, that knowledge will persist, unless they tune in late.
All right, we have a cooler in our PC.
Well done, y'all.
Sick.
That's,
Now we gotta
that's
put-
really the most delicate part of
Honestly, yeah.
So,
well, the GPU is, she do be arriving.
this. You just gotta just jamming that thing in there.
That thing,
Yeah, that thing that's worth more than
my life.
all of our lives.
All
Let
of
me
our
do
lives.
one more little tighten here.
Okay.
How are we doing on time, by the way?
Yeah, what time is it?
I don't know. Let's take a look.
We say, hoping that anyone will answer.
3:37. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
We're doing great.
I think
actually.
we're doing great.
Yeah. Because so much of this is going to happen on the motherboard, and then the motherboard is going into the case.
Yeah.
And then there's just a couple other things to do. And then it's just cable management all the way down for the rest of our lives.
Yep.
So
That's the fun part.
All right.
That's tight.
Now this fan, let's see, so the cable goes, where does
So-
this cable plug in? Because that will tell us the direction of the fan.
Simit, do you remember where that boy plugs in?
The cable plugs in at the top of the motherboard.
Is it sysfan? No, it's not system fan.
There should be. It should say. I believe it says CPU fan
CPU fan.
somewhere.
There's
But
so
Where's
many.
my little? There's so many little
tiny
things.
labels.
All right, I think it's right
Oh.
there. CPU.
yeah, I think it's like right,
Yeah, right there.
next to the that sort
What
of
if
heat,
we
heat
touch-
shield
Right
there.
next to the heatsink. I'm gonna put my hair up now.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see it. Okay, great. So this, I believe, goes facing this way.
Yeah, so the rule of fans is faces suck. So the face of the fan is going to be sucking air in and shooting it out the other side, and we want this air to be flowing from the front of the motherboard to the back. So the back panel is there. So the way you configure this boy is you want that face, yes.
This is the face.
Yes, I believe so. Sumit,
Well-
can you check my work there, genius?
I'm
Seems
going to
wrong
double
because
check.
The cable is, where does,
You can also run it under.
Yeah, you can sort of exactly.
oh yeah, it just
Yeah.
can go boop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is the fan so big? Because this CPU gets very hot.
So powerful is the thing. So we want this equidistant at the top and the bottom is my
That's
Ideally,
right, yeah.
yes.
memory. I don't like how this cable. I can just drape that.
Yeah, that'll be fine there. I'll hold on to it.
Yeah, basically the way it's facing is that the clips are going to clip to the back fins, I think.
Oh, is that so? In that case, we have this in here backwards. Let me take a look at this.
think.
Sometimes there's also a fan on it.
Yeah, you might see an arrow on it.
Yeah, arrow to direct airflow. Okay, yeah, so it is going this way. So
right
this
first.
face doesn't suck. The tutorial I watched that said faces suck was lying.
Yeah. Faces don't suck. All faces are wonderful. Okay. Could you go out front and tell me if this is like, or actually, I can check for
Yeah, you
back
can
here.
just do it like that.
Equidistant.
And you want to get that all the way up over the fins. Let me know if you need help.
Okay, so those are the first set of fins. Oh, this is actually.
You got
no,
it?
you need to go one more, I think, because that's.
Yeah, you can take that a bit further, I think. There you go.
Oh my God. Can I?
You want me to do it?
Yeah, I think this is a strong finger situation. Actually, okay, if I do both.
Yeah, it gets easier if you're doing both at once.
I can't.
Okay.
It really is. It's a good two-person job, especially if one of you has.
Actually, I mean, is that?
it feels.
Are we good? Submit. Can you come
Submit.
visually check our work here?
I can come.
Get in here.
I think
Get in here,
we're
Submit.
good there. I think
Did
if
I
we
do it
pull it much
right?
harder, we're gonna end up in the trouble zone.
I did it right. Sources are saying.
Three-person
did it
job.
right.
Yeah, this is a union build.
I think so. Let me take a look and just see. First, I'm gonna hook
You
up
better
first.
hook up. You better get hooked up.
Yardbird says you're our TA.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd feel better if we had like a rubber mat down under the box to like make sure it
It's a
doesn't slide.
They do
stabilize
make
it.
those, and then I thought of that literally 15 minutes before we went live today.
Nice.
I think this is okay. I think so. I'll double check in the little pictures.
And I forget,
This while you're here.
I can.
should we plug in our little friend right here, or do we wait until we're doing all the rest of the cabling?
I would say plug it in.
I mean, yeah, the CPU fan is okay. That's not. We're not really doing much cable management with that thing.
Yeah, okay.
Just plug it in right there. So, I think that's fine.
Cool.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
I
Chad is the professor.
being able to see is.
Want me to move?
Can I?
You got it.
Okay. Okay. Please, please, God. Yeah, I did it. Okay, so it wasn't
You did
hard.
it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I plugged something in and then I spat everywhere. Okay, cool. So this is good.
Cool.
Next. Oh, yeah. We done the cooler? Okay. Mobo shield.
So we don't have to do that. We left the Mobo shield in
We left it
the
in.
tower.
Amazing for us. So now we put this in the case, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Let me take a look at our notes here. GPU, whole rig standing up at this point. Yes, next phase is we're moving the Mobo into the GPU. I'm gonna make some adjustments here.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, chat room, you sound off. Let us know, how many PCs have you built?
Okay, so I'm gonna just put this over here and bring in the case up.
Bring in the case up.
And you want me to put it vertically and then turn it down?
I mean, whatever feels most normal and safe.
To me, it feels safe to just like
Yeah, that's
pop
fine.
this bad boy on its side.
Cool. 0, 0, at least 4, 2, -1. That means you broke a computer. That's very cool. 5 or so.
I think it might be easier if we turn it the other way.
Like this way.
Yeah, that we're sliding it in from the front of the PC toward the back. Like
Yeah.
if you face the back of the PC toward the
Oh,
front. Yes.
like that.
Like that? Yeah, okay. So,
Okay.
yeah. So currently you see how that lines up with here, this guy's going to be up against that back
Because we
panel
already
there.
got
Oh, yeah.
that orientation.
Oh, yeah. I love this.
One of the really
Okay.
cool things when we met T-Pain for a video that we did with T-Pain is he told me that he used to make money by just like building PCs. So he has literally built hundreds of PCs.
Why am I here then? Why didn't you call T-Pain?
Honestly, wait, why didn't we call T-Pain?
What? Come on.
How amazing would it be if just like every like minute and a half we just cut to T-Pain sitting there. He's explaining what thermal paste does to us.
That would be amazing.
What if we
Cup of lean just not quite visible out of the bottom of the frame.
Well, what if I told you that halfway through the stream I'm going to leave and T-Pain's going to come in, and then you're going to cut to the chair,
I would flip out.
and all of a sudden it's T-Pain instead of me.
We're gonna keep calling him Submit though.
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
so Mobo screws.
Mobo screws. They are in the Mobo box.
Are they?
Yep.
I thought that
We just checked earlier today, and they were in there. So that means we have to remove this, put this in, and the port shield is on. You want me to keep that on?
We're gonna leave that on.
Just
Leave that on.
So this case uses an all-in-one device here for a lot of the routing, cable-y stuff we're going to be doing later. So that's what that is, if you can see it on the overhead.
Yeah, it's got there's the system fans in front, and the one at the back. They all hook up to it, as well as the front panel connectors. So it all goes into that device, and that device is what hooks into the motherboard.
Yeah, and we already made sure that all the right standoffs are screwed in there.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be a matter of Simone
Lifting.
bravely and strengthfully putting this in there.
I am scared.
Remember, from the edges, Simone, from the edges.
From the edges, it feels like it's gonna snap under the weight of the fan.
Sometimes it do be feeling like that.
Oh my god.
But yeah, just use as many fingers as spread your little fingies out, and be gentle and careful.
I'm stuck.
Are you? On
Yeah. Oh, it was my
Okay.
cable.
Get things out of your way here. I'm putting a little safety hand down here.
This is tricky. How do I get my little?
The main thing
hand
is you
in
want to sort of tilt it so you line up the ports with the shield there on the back,
There you go.
there? Oh yeah.
and then you can sort of gently slide it in. And then
Do you want to go look at those ports, Pat, and let me know if
Sure.
they're lined up correctly?
yeah, that's actually it's helpful to have someone do that.
Yeah, you can come down a lot lower and come towards me quite a bit more, and a bit over to your left.
My fingers are stuck.
Oh no!
I mean, my fingers are like against the grate down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I lay it down?
Yeah, you can set it down.
Okay.
We can adjust it.
And then I can like come over to this side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, cable management. I am not good at it. In my PC, first of all, I made the mistake of sitting on the floor when I built it, so I had
no.
the PC on the floor. What up?
Okay. So yeah, so it needs to come slightly to this
Yeah,
direction.
and you can
I
use
pick it up
the
by
cooler to
fan?
move it a little bit, yeah, as long as you're very gentle and careful.
Can you go up front again and look
Yeah, yeah.
at the ports? Thank you.
Yep, they're in.
Okay.
We might have to scoot it a little further in to get the
yeah.
slots to line up. Actually, yeah, hang on. Let me see.
Yeah, why don't you check my work? Because it felt pretty like locked and
Yeah, but the
felt good.
standoffs weren't quite lined up.
Ah.
Let's see. This guy's got to come up a little bit.
If there's any bolt, oh, yeah, no, yeah, that looks good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it pretty flush over there now?
Pretty flush.
Okay. Well, let's see if we have access to the standoffs now.
All right. Whew. Whew. Let's get those Mobo screws.
Mobo screws.
Here they are.
Thanks. Yeah, cable management, when I built the PC, first of all, like I said, I sat on the floor the whole time, so my lower back was absolutely mashed by the end of the night. And I was looking at the cables, and I was like, I did not do a good job with this cable management. So I just shoved it all in. I pushed on the back panel until it clicked. I need to crack it open and go in there,
Yeah,
Fix your crimes.
fix my past
this
mistakes.
case is designed to help out with that. This is I believe the H710i from NZXT, and it's got actually this sort of bar that sort of bends and goes around your motherboard and components. And what it's designed to do is allow you to hide cables behind it, just run them behind that sort of panel. And there's also a strip of LEDs that goes there. So we took the panel out because it was impeding our work. But so that's why you may have noticed that kind of red strip. That's the LEDs that are just dangling loose in the case for now. But we'll address that later when we do our cable management.
Yeah. God, to be honest, I'm amazed that we've made it this far this quickly.
I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we are going to find out. So I have 9 screws. There are 9 holes here.
That's right. Did we might, if I recall, we might actually have to pop this fan back out to access the hole behind it. Am I wrong there?
I think I can get it.
Okay.
Because I can see one there.
And if you use
I
that
can see one there.
the extra
you
long
got
one, you can bend it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's one there. Okay, wait, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There we go.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, well,
2,
it'll be easy enough to pop that fan out if we
4,
need to access
5,
that.
6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, so now we're basically gonna find out if we properly seated this because I'm gonna
Yes.
start testing.
And this is one of those screwing things where you're just gonna seat each one of them and then we're gonna
Yes.
gradually tighten all the way around the board.
I am going the right way this time.
You are going righty-tighty, so if it's not seating,
going
then
in,
you
then
should
we have-
move it slightly.
I think it is not seating. We gotta
Okay.
move it. All right.
No problem.
Cool.
Let's see.
There's my hair on the table. That's nice.
That's important to have the hair there. The computer needs the hair to function properly.
Yeah.
Where are our standoffs? You get cozy, brother. Yeah.
Take this panel off.
The bottom panel? We don't need to, or really want to.
Well, there's just like a.
Yeah, that's a great for the fan for the power supply.
I guess that won't really help us.
Okay,
see.
yeah, I can see through this to the standoffs now.
Okay.
I'm going to keep just a tiny bit of pressure on that.
Okay.
And you go ahead and see if you can make one of those
Just
guys seat.
slide around behind you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go for this guy with my right hand because I am right-handed after all. No matter how much I like to pretend to be ambidextrous. Yep, that is definitely in.
Awesome.
Woo! Excusez-moi, sir.
I'm just going to keep that pressure there just for a
Okay.
second until you get another 2 in.
I love this magnetic screwdriver head. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Meow.
Yeah, Gur, when I was building the one that I did a couple weeks ago, I was getting like slightly the cooler wasn't quite seating properly onto the CPU, and luckily my partner was in the other room, and I had to like yell like, "Come in here and push down on this." I don't think I would have gotten it on my own.
What would you have done?
Cried.
Yeah.
No, I think I would just have to pack it up for the night
Yeah.
and try it again the next day. I also used a thermal pad instead of thermal paste
Yeah.
for mine.
Oh yeah.
Is that one not seating, or are you just?
It's not seating, no.
Okay, I'll give that one a little nudge too.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you see through to a standoff
I
there?
can see through, thank
Okay,
you so
yep.
much. And my fingers are now getting sweaty because, again, it's the pressure of getting these little guys in.
It's okay. That's why we got teamwork here.
Okay, you left-handed bitch, or you right-handed bitch, let's go. Sorry. That's how I refer to myself when I'm alone. Okay. Okay, you bastard. Can I actually have the... Nah, I don't need the long... Oh my god. The magnet head is actually defeating me now because I keep pulling
Oh, so you have the wrong kind of head on there.
Okay.
Is it?
I think so. These are not flathead ones. These are Phillips. Yeah, we definitely want to be using a Phillips. For
Oh
that.
yeah, Phillips for sure. Pretty much everything in the computer is Phillips, I believe.
Yep.
I was defeating myself.
Give that one a try.
Okie dokie. Oh, wow. Maybe it'll go in now. Stay, you little bastard. Riveting television.
It's okay. This is what they signed up
Yeah.
for.
While we're here, umbrella grate.
Umbrella grate? Okay, once again, we keep having new people showing up. This is live streaming, so I keep having to explain the concept. But we're building
to this.
Simone an F1 gaming PC, so she can play her little car games.
She's seated.
Nice.
Well done.
All right, I'm gonna take my hands off there and just let you do those.
I'm sorry that took so long.
That's okay. So this is part 1 of the stream where we are building the PC. Part 2 of the stream will be 2 weeks from now. We have a whole bunch of ridiculous F1 branded accessories and
It's gonna be fucking great.
a chair and the widest display I've ever seen in my life.
Big.
It's a big boy.
And that's Simone's. That stream is just gonna be Simone
Driving.
attempting to drive an F1 sim.
Thank you for saying attempting. That is actually the clarification that I would like to offer to this stream.
I think it's gonna be fun.
I think
but,
it'll be very fun.
For today, we're just building the PC and doing F1 trivia. Simone has prepared some F1 true or false. Is this real thing? Is it not? And what did you just say? Umbrella grate?
Yes.
That's not real.
I'm gonna say it is real. I'm gonna be contrarian.
I'm gonna say it's not real.
Last time you guys disagreed on Meatball Flag, and Pat said it wasn't real, and Smith said it was.
No, I said it was a false flag.
Oh, you said it was a false. Oh, sorry, and Pat said it was real. Yeah.
I said it was fake. We both said it was fake, and then you told us it was real.
Yeah. Okay. Umbrella grate is fake.
Nice. I'm gonna take over here if you wanna. Actually, no. I'll do the ad read.
Yeah, tell me.
I gotta do another ad
What we
read.
can do.
This stream is brought to you by GameStop. Thank you for sponsoring the stream, GameStop. Pretty much all the PC parts we have here today, we did source through GameStop because you can buy PC parts on their website now. So if you're looking to do that, add that to your list of places you check. They've also got early Black Friday deals, up to 30% off PC components, up to 40% off accessories, and up to 15% off desktops and laptops. Plus a bunch of other deals. Also, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are out today, so they want to remind you to go buy that.
Tomorrow, I think.
Tomorrow, yeah,
Friday.
it might be.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are streaming it tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Oh, that's right. That stream is not sponsored. That's just us streaming
That's just
Pokemon.
a stream for fun. Yeah, and so the accessories and stuff, which we also got at GameStop, are super fun. Like they have the gaming chair that we got, which I'm really excited about. It's like a foldable racing chair, and I cannot wait.
Did we get the big ass monitor from them too?
Yeah.
I think we did, yeah. We got simply the widest monitor I've
Ever
I didn't
seen.
know they made them that wide. I keep looking at the
They
box
should
and
make
laughing.
that wide. Yeah, every time I see it, I'm like, oh,
It just
I'm
takes
gonna
up
be
an
so immersed.
It's an entire desk. It's just sitting
Yeah.
on a desk
Yeah.
that's not being used because it has to.
I'm reaching the ones that are really hard to get to.
Fiobla asks, who's your starter going to be?
Oh my God. I want to drive a Mercedes, so that is what I'm going to do. But will I be good? I don't know. I'm gonna need to mess around with it. Basically, once we finish building this, I'm gonna spend like 2 weeks training because I've never used a racing wheel or pedals before. So that's gonna be new for me. I'm gonna basically have to like relearn how to play the game so that I don't embarrass myself. And it's kind of gonna depend like what I end up feeling comfortable driving.
Okay. I have a theory, Simone.
Yeah.
The theory is that the person was asking about your starter Pokemon for tomorrow's stream. Just a thought.
That's so correct.
Taking a stab in the dark.
Who are those little bastards? Sprigatito. I like plant starters. Lewis Hamilton is my starter.
Who is the
He just-
Professor Oak of the F1 world?
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Mattia Benotto.
I don't know what that answer means, but maybe if that's funny in the chat room, give me an LOL.
Pop off. Give me an RIP. Okay, so this one is hard to reach.
Where is it?
It's right by the cable that I plugged in.
That's not a big deal. I can just push that out of the way.
Okay.
Or you can just unplug it and then plug it back in after.
Submit, you know I don't know how to unplug cables.
Let me, ready? We're going to do a little gently lowering
Do a little
experiment
gently
here.
lowering for me, please.
I hope this will work.
Because I think
These
it's
ones
not
are not
magnetized.
No, yeah,
Okay, these ones
with the
okay.
attachment, it's not magnetic.
Good.
If you undo the rubbery bit, I think you can.
No.
He won't. He won't undo the rubbery bit. Well, if you're doing that, then I could do it.
Okay.
Anything you can do, I can do worse.
We're getting LOLs, rolling on the floor laughing.
Wow, everyone loves my good joke. I'm so glad that I have a sense of humor that can appeal to the masses. Okay.
Right? Yeah, there you go. See, that's smart. That's dexterous.
I got little hands.
If you were a chimp,
Little
you would be
feet.
the chimp who discovered the trick with the sticks and the
Oh,
ants and
hell
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I were a crow, I'd be using tools like nobody's business. Okay, one more. And it is over there. So I'm, again, going to do the lowering trick.
And while you're doing that, I'll just say a little bit about the motherboard, which is
Yeah,
that
please do.
our rig is, as you may have noticed, it's an AMD rig. I personally have an Intel rig, so it's a little bit different. The motherboard here is the latest AM5 socket motherboard, because that's what you need for the new Ryzen 7 7700X CPUs, and that's the way that AMD did it, just unlike Intel, with their latest socket. They changed it so that you need to have DDR5 RAM. So that's why we've got that Accelerate DDR5 RAM, the 32 gigs of it. Whereas in my PC, I already had some old DDR4 RAM sticking around that I wanted to reuse to save some money. So with the Intel 12th gen, you can choose whether you wanted to upgrade DDR5 or stick with DDR4. So that's what I did. I just bought. You can't buy the same motherboard. You need to still choose a DDR4 or DDR5 motherboard, but you have the option, whereas you don't with the new AM5 socket here.
That's
I've
cool.
now
And actually, some
gone
really interesting feedback from Beepus says AMD's nuts. What does RAM do in a gaming sense? Like, as like a video editor and a person who uses Photoshop and stuff, like I have an understanding of what the RAM is being used for. But if you have more RAM in a gaming rig, like what is that going to make better performance-wise?
Yeah, I mean, so obviously you've got video RAM that's in the GPU,
Right?
Right, and that's where your like textures are being stored and things like that. But the RAM that's just in your computer is still helpful if you are doing. It's just helpful in a general sense, like because you've got all of your what do you call the game that's installed on your storage, and you do need to load it into RAM. You're loading the textures and stuff onto the video RAM, but you also do need a decent amount of RAM. It's less important. Like we got 32 gigs here,
Yeah.
and like you can get by in most modern games with 16 gigs of RAM and be totally fine.
Yeah.
But we wanted to put the best rig together for Simone's dreams,
My dreams.
of being enough
And
one.
speaking of, you just ripped off a couple of the back panels here, which means you're thinking about putting a graphics card in there,
I
right?
am thinking about it.
Yeah. What are
Am
you
I
thinking
correct?
about? Yeah, that is next. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm thinking about how much this is worth and how much I am worth as a living creature on this earth.
Why do you say that? What kind of graphics card are we putting in here, Simone?
Yeah. So we have a 3090.
Oof.
Which is a pretty good card. It's not the ridiculously huge one. It is not the absolute newest, but it is this is like the best of the previous generation, right?
It's a big boy, big beefy
Oh, gotcha.
boy.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So I've removed what I think are the two panels I need to remove, but I guess we'll find out when I handle.
Right. It was not the
precious-
top one. It was the two below the top.
That's exactly what I've done.
Well
And
done.
you did it.
All right.
So let's stand. Wait, do we put this in horizontally or vertically? I forget.
the GPU?
Like, are we laying down or are we standing
lay
up
it down
when we put
because
it
we
in?
push it in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's easier to do if it's lying down. Yeah.
All right.
Simit, may we have the GPU?
You may.
I forget which one of us seeded this in the test build.
It was Simone, and she was nervous, and it made a kind of crack, a loud
made the worst sound
Earth-shattering
I've
crack.
ever heard in my life.
All right, I'm gonna hold the anti-static guy. You take out our accelerate.
Where am I allowed to touch it?
The GPU you can pretty much touch most
Are you
places.
kidding? See, this is the
Just
thing about
don't touch the
PC.
contacts on the
Yeah,
bottom.
just don't touch the contacts. Yeah, that's the part you don't want to touch.
What?
Sorry, hang on. Let me,
Poor Simone.
let me back up.
I'm being lied to.
I'm saying, okay, but you look at this guy. There's a lot of plastic on this guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can touch around the edges. That right there, that little
Yeah.
strip there, that's what you don't want to
Well, I
touch.
wasn't touching that, so that's good.
No, you were doing great. All right.
So I could just grab this, like a hot dog.
Take a bite, like a big sub sandwich.
Like this.
Yep, but support it like a little baby. Draw thy sword.
Like this.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
hefty. If you want to hold it up and show it off on the camera,
I do
it's,
want to show it.
I think it's like what? It's like a 2.5.
Should I show it to you?
It's like a 2.5 slot card, maybe. I think.
Okay.
I don't think it's a full 3 slots, but it might. I can't tell.
There you go.
And that beefy boy needs those 2 8-pin power connectors
That's right.
for all the juice.
All right, well, you want to put that guy in the computer?
No.
Too bad, you have to.
Okay. So I see the slot that it's supposed to go into,
You see
and of
the
course
slot,
we
yes.
have opened the 2 front panels right there, which correspond with this.
That's right.
And I just.
And if you just make sure that you open that clip that it slots into, because that's got it.
Oh
Right,
yeah, let's
yes.
open the clip that it slots into.
It's open.
It's
right,
open.
there you go.
And that one's also open for some.
And then it should just automatically sort of close as you again push it into the slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to get your eyes down there and see that you're lining up the little chip, the little.
Hard to see with the
It is.
bottom in here.
Let me scope it from the other side.
Can you see?
No.
No. Okay.
Just be very gentle with it and you'll feel it.
I don't think I'll feel it. I felt it.
She felt it.
Okay. And this is aligned properly, right? Can you just confirm
Let me
that
come
for me,
around there.
actually?
Yep.
Before I just press down on this expensive hunk of metal.
It's a little north, but it's okay. I think it'll. Yep. Submit, you want to triple check my work here?
Sure.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
Safety
wanna,
Inspector Submit,
crunch
please take a
down
look
on this bad boy.
before she gives that a little gentle shove.
Yeah, it looks it.
Because I could try again.
Oh, it does seem a little bit north, as you're saying, but I mean, it's.
I mean, it felt like it was
Yeah,
going
it felt-
into something.
yeah.
Do you want to give this a little? Give it a touch.
Yeah, this is our most
Sure.
expensive component, so,
Yeah.
so we'll have Safety Inspector Submit give this a
Yeah.
shot.
Because I'm genuinely like, if I break this, which I don't think I will, because everyone's reassuring me that I won't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I think that was just it.
Oh,
And then if you want to try pushing it in, I'm going to let you do the honors.
okay. So I just shove that, shove that down.
Yep, gently and firmly. I think I just heard it click.
I think so. Let's. Can you? Yeah. If you can't pull it out,
Can't pull it out. Okay.
I think we did it.
We have installed the GPU. Safety Officer Submit, sorry.
Dun dun dun. All right. So now we can just screw in the screws to hold it in place.
That's
I love
right.
doing that.
I'm going to go back to my corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over here and actually give it one more gentle little shove. Just
Please
to,
do. I think we should all have a chance to shove the GPU just a little bit to reassure ourselves.
I wanna push you around. Well, I will.
I mean,
I will.
I just don't
that's
have
it.
the opportunity to touch such expensive things very often.
Yeah,
so
me
it's just-
neither.
It just feels nice.
Okay. Oh, baby. Here we go. These are not magnetized. I remember that about the thumb screws. Okay.
Balkan says that GPU is more expensive than my whole PC.
Amazing.
Again,
Yeah, I got a 3070 Ti for my own because like I kept like doing the thing where you're like looking at a list of components, and then you're looking at like the one up above it, and then you're like, this one?
Thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And then like you look at the one tier up, and you're like, ooh, it's not that much more for the next one. So then you put that one in your cart, and then you're looking at the one of the tier above that, and you're like, it'll only be like a couple hundred more for the next one. And I got up to 3070 Ti before I was like, I need to stop. I need to
Out of
knock this shit
control.
off.
All right, I think those screws are tightened.
Cool.
So we got a GPU in.
You took the advice of
Where are you going with this one, huh?
You took the advice of, fuck, who's the guy in the thing? Was it Denzel? And you remembered the Titans?
Shut up!
But is everything tight? Are we like tight all the way around the MOBO? Okay, cool.
Hey, we tight.
Oh, see, I thought you were. I was about to say, like, that's not an NVIDIA Titan card.
Oh God.
Yes, I double checked all the screws in the MOBO, so they should be good and tight.
All right, so let me take a look at our list here. Oh, power. So we're gonna stand this puppy
Stand
up
this bad boy up.
and put the power supply in.
And hopefully nothing will collapse out of it, right?
Yeah, I would grab by the case rather than the rail in there.
Oh yeah, that's a delicate little thing, isn't it? Okay, and I want to turn this around the other way, right?
Yes, so let's have this around sort of centered up and then 45 degrees to the cam there.
Oh, I was going to turn it so that the parts were...
Oh no, don't show them the hideous cable management.
Yeah, I don't want to show them the cable management.
Listen, only God can judge us.
Oh, I guess, yeah, because we've got
We're gonna put the
Yeah.
PSU in first and then we'll flip it around to
Okay,
do the management. Sumit, may we have the
PSU,
power
please.
supply?
Yes. While I dig it out, you may want to start. If we can unscrew the little bracket that goes on the
Oh, yeah,
power
absolutely.
supply.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah, what up?
Dirty air.
Dirty air is real. Dirty air
Correct.
would be like if you're in somebody's slipstream or something, their car is probably blasting both debris off the road and particulate matter and like probably like burnt fuel. And if that goes into your air intake, that probably makes your car
like burnt rubber maybe. From
Correct.
the tires. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I've become untethered. Okay.
All right.
Oh, and she's got cables.
Well, we're gonna need the cables.
Midway, our buddy Sumit is off camera. There he is. He's on camera now.
You know, I don't know why I did it differently because I've been handing you the boxes this whole time, and this time I unboxed it myself. But
So, if you remember, Simone, this part's a little silly because yes, the text on there is going to be upside down when it is in the PC. Also, I attached the back panel on here again after the last build. Oh, it's gone now. Okay.
Yeah, I took it off.
Okay.
Was that the bracket you wanted me to remove?
Nope.
Oh, then what's the bracket you want me to remove?
No, that's fine. That's it. And you're gonna put that in from the side, actually.
Okay. So I slip it in here. Oop. From here. And slide it.
Yep.
Are you sure?
you should be able to just slide it right through the back.
Oh, really?
Now that you've removed the bracket.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
that's
okay. Yeah.
for.
Sorry, it was different on my case. And you gotta hump it up over a little rubber thing there. Yeah. There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Cool.
And then we use the bracket to secure the power supply to the back of the PC.
Were there additional
these-
screws for that?
Do these screws do anything?
Yeah, those screws are in the motherboard bag because I believe the bag says MOBO/PSU.
Oh yeah, they're in the other box.
In the same box as the motherboard. Is that where you put
Were they? Okay.
No, I believe they're over here. Actually.
Okay.
If
Hi,
I'm
chat room. It's me,
Mobo HDD.
Patrick.
Let me double check.
Hey, thank you for subbing up, Balkend. We are, I'd say, the lion's share of the way through our PC build here. Thank you again to GameStop for sponsoring this one and getting us all these PC parts.
Thank you so much. Sorry.
I don't know.
There we go.
I lied to you.
So yeah, what we've done so far is we have done RAM, M2, cooler onto the motherboard, GPU, or motherboard into the tower, GPU, onto the MOBO. All the screws are tightened, everything's good. Power supply is in there now. We're gonna be tightening that up now. Then we're gonna have to run some cables.
So many cables.
So many cables. And then we have a PC.
Okay.
And we have to try to get it to post. And I think I have a good feeling about this
I
one.
got a good feeling.
Yeah,
So
me too.
I'm tightening the thumb screws on this just a little to get them seated.
Yeah.
And then I'll use these PSU screws to attach the faceplate to the power unit.
I believe that's right.
Okay, what is this?
What is that?
What is that?
I don't think we need that.
That's,
We don't need that, do we?
No, that came with the power supply. That's a sort of tester unit if we're testing the power supply.
can I have the lid of the iFixit kit?
Yes.
Since I am doing my little work over here
There we go.
with my tiny little screws. Okay, got an empty bag.
Lance, we're not installing Windows today. We're just going to get it to post. If we get the BIOS up on the screen, we're going to call it a stream, and then we're going to do all the Windows install and get Steam and the game and all that stuff, all the drivers taken care of off stream, because that's going to be boring.
Yeah, that's no fun to watch.
I don't want anyone to see me do that.
Crazy asks, does this Mobo beep or does it have a diagnostic light? It does have a diagnostic light.
It does, yeah. So good choice by whoever chose this motherboard, because that's very helpful.
That's very funny. Dave Provost says, I thought Simone was the driver.
Oh! Everyone's got jokes.
We all got jokes. Patrick,
What up?
Omega Slip.
That's fake. That sounds way too cool to be real.
Yeah, no, that's like the name of a Wipeout DLC pack.
You're both correct. You're both correct. Omega Slip is not real.
It should be though. It's a great name.
Yeah, it's actually my band name.
One of the stupid jokes that I made about F1 when I was talking to you once was like, well, I'm just gonna wait until they come out with F2, and then you're like, F2 is.
I almost put like Formula 3 on this list.
Is there no Formula 3?
There is a Formula 3.
And what about Formula E?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Formula
the
E
electric
rules.
cars. Yeah.
Okay, so little plastic baggie, get out of here. I don't need you.
Yeah, I'll
the
do the
power
cleanup real
unit,
quick.
she is seated,
Okay.
just like.
And now we got a whole mess of.
Whole mess of cables.
I was about to say something else about Omegas.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please.
No, let's move on. Okay, so we got that. Okay, screw in the back. Screw in the back? Screw in the back?
All right, so we're gonna do.
Check the holes.
We did.
Wait, who wrote this?
This is a sponsored stream.
You just screwed in the back. That's the.
Oh,
This is a
because
sponsored
that's the
stream.
back. Yes.
So we need a couple things. We need the SATA supply to the device in the case. We have the smart device for all of the lights and switches and stuff on this one. And then we need the 24-pin motherboard, 8-pin CPU after the motherboard, and then the two 8-pin connectors for the GPU.
So you're about to make me handle cables.
You're about to have to handle cables.
Okay.
All right, I think I believe this is the whole mess of cables.
Whichever one So I actually Velcroed the cables together that we.
Oh, so then
You did, yeah. Sorry, they're in one of the blue buckets,
Oh,
or
okay.
maybe the green bucket.
So then,
Sorry.
I think they might be in the second tier blue bucket.
Okay.
Hi, chat room.
Maybe the
Just
third
seeing you
tier.
again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Simone's getting the cables.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, here, I'll trade you. Oop, cables for a box. Is that okay?
Got it.
Thank you. I got cables.
We got cables.
Good.
So yeah, let's just get them in there, starting with the ones that
Sure.
are furthest to this side of the case.
Oh! Okay. So, this is the SATA cable.
That is our SATA cable. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Should I start with this?
Yeah, start with the SATA cable.
I'm gonna come over here.
It helps. Yeah, because that's the one that's probably the farthest at the back, right? Is that why you
And
picked
that
it?
is going. Can we turn this a little more towards me?
Yeah, sure.
Angle it, yeah.
This way?
Other way,
Other way?
yeah. Because it's going into the power unit, right?
It's going into the back of the power unit.
Yeah, okay.
That's right.
Yeah, that's perfect then. Okay,
I'll move
and
this too. There you go.
thank you.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I see where it goes. Okay, I'm gonna get in there. Can I have my?
Do you need some secondary
yeah, I want
light?
a little flashlight. That'd be
Yeah,
great. I was gonna bring a little flashlight and then I didn't.
Oh.
I got my phone right here. I got you.
Stupid, because my arm is blocking the light.
I thought about getting one of those like headlamps.
That'd be smart. I'd look.
Where do you want it?
Right here would be great.
Okay.
Lean it on my arm. Oh, that's perfect.
Thank you. For all the lovely viewers at home, this is the part of the stream that is going to be the least watchable because it involves us
All right, cables in.
getting in here at all different angles.
All right. So I've got CPU. I've got VGA.
So we're gonna do the 24-pin, the thick, girthy boy.
Yes.
That's the motherboard power cable.
Right.
Oh no. Oh no.
Look what I've done. Look what I've done.
Attach
Okay.
this case.
Fine. I'm alive. It's fine.
I also, PC building note, I built my entire PC without using the strap.
And it turned on.
Yeah, it turned on. It was totally fine. It was great.
Wow.
And you're
Well,
still with
that
us
is a
as
safety
far as-
violation to
It
the
is.
max.
Okay.
Pat.
24 pin, you said. So that is
24
this.
pin. And one
Huge.
end is going to be a couple different pieces that we're going to jam together. I think that's the end we're going to put into the motherboard.
Okay.
The super solid piece is going into the power supply. Am I correct, Sumit?
I believe that's right.
Okay.
And do I do the motherboard first or the power supply first?
Do. So it's going, you plug it into the power supply first.
Okay, yes.
Yes. And then we're going to spin this guy around and run all the cables to
Okay.
the MOBO.
This is such a beefy.
It is a chunky, beefy one.
Okay. Okay, I see it's at the top there. Is that all the way? Or, question. Okay, so I think, if I am not mistaken, okay, so there's like, oh, but it line up with that. Okay.
Yep.
Or one of these, I guess. It's dead center. Okay. Yes, it is that one. I see. We're good. Come on, please.
Well, actually, I think if it's the solid end, I think actually is the part that goes into the motherboard.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I
really?
think so, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, it is, because I remember this. Yes, this is correct, because there are two. Yeah, this doesn't quite match up down there. Okay, so this is the thing that is going to make me crazy, because there are two. I don't know who's. Yeah, there are two of these little guys.
Oh, it's always, yeah.
And you have to, like, hold them, press them together.
Is there the little clip kind of that, like, or the sort of latch that helps with that?
No.
No, I guess maybe that might only be for the CPU power or the GPU power.
So, yeah, this part, I'm gonna try it, and if it makes me angry, then I'm gonna make one of you do it. 'Cause,
It's fair play.
yeah. Ah!
I don't know if we mentioned, by the way, but the power supply itself
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Sumit.
is it's an EVGA Supernova 850 GT, so it's an 850.
Do you want to give it a shot?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Oh no, an 850 watt power supply, which
I'll stop.
should be beefy enough, just beefy enough to handle the CPU and the GPU and everything else.
God, if I can't do this, I'm going to have to rotate Sumit in. How embarrassing is that going to be for us? All right, Mobo, I see you.
Mobo, I CPU. No, that doesn't work. That's not a good one. Yeah. Okay.
You're asking for my help, then you're saying that kind of stuff?
Okay, this is coming from Accelerate and remember the Titans. Oh, yeah.
Come on, Simone, you said you would do number 2.
I did say that, yeah, I'm so sorry.
It's been quite a stream.
Yeah.
I really feel like we put the solid end into the power supply.
But look at how it doesn't, like,
Oh, yeah,
line
you're
up,
right.
because there aren't
Okay.
enough little holes.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yes, you're right. I'm wrong. I'm stupid.
No, it's okay. We both
Wait,
both
no.
thought it would be that way.
Nope.
Nope, I'm wrong.
No, this is definitely not how it goes in there.
Take this.
Well, is it maybe upside down?
Hang on. Let me take a look at the motherboard real
Why
quick.
don't you take a gander? Take a gander at that bad boy. I'm gonna take a gander at chat because I want to.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Because I like looking at chat, and I'm not getting to today. Ooh! Pliable Head, you made a really funny joke before the stream started that I saw, but we were 30 seconds to going live, and I couldn't reply to it. I don't remember.
Does the chat have thoughts on which end goes where?
Chat's just saying holes, holes, holes.
Yeah, I mean, we got a situation with a lot of holes. Maybe
Out
that
of
will
Time
work.
Traveler says, watching all three of them take turns sharing the brain cell has been very entertaining. I'm glad.
You know what? You know what? That's fair.
Why don't I take the time to tell you that obviously we have a PC full of very powerful parts here, and we sourced them from GameStop, which is a great place to search and find and purchase PC parts for yourself, for your friends. They have some Black Friday deals going on right now, 30% off things that you might want.
All right,
So
hair's going up
grabbing
again.
that. components, 40% off accessories, up to 15% off desktops and laptops, and deals on games, consoles, and accessories. We have some accessories that we got that we're not showing off on this stream today, but we got, I guess I can show off the headset because it's right over there. We have a headset for me. We got a racing chair. We've got pedals and a wheel. So there's loads of stuff. We got a big monitor that is possibly, I could use as like a hammock, I think, is how big it is. So I'm pretty psyched about that. So check out GameStop.com if you're interested in finding those. And of course, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet comes out tomorrow, Friday the 18th, because I know dates, and you can get that there too.
Put my hair up in a loose half ponytail.
And you've become powerful.
I've become the Geralt of PC building.
And I wish that Henry Cavill were here with us today.
Yeah, get him and T-Pain to build a PC, right?
This is what I'm saying. If we were smart, we would have simply gotten T-Pain and Henry Cavill to build a PC together as friends. And we wouldn't have had to do anything. But then I would have missed out on, genuinely, I will say, so building a PC has been, as I've said at the beginning of the stream, that I've never done this before. I've been terrified of it because everyone just, you hear stories of people going, oh my God, it was stressful and then blew up. It has been very empowering to actually do this and not mess it up as far as I should knock on wood after saying that, but like, they're letting me touch all these expensive parts and I haven't broken any of them. And it makes me feel good about myself. So that's what I'll say for what we've done here today as a group sharing a single brain cell.
I have to agree.
Submit or Simone, can one of you come check my work here before we move on? Because I think I got it, but I want
We can both just take a little peek.
Yeah, I would also, probably should have mentioned this earlier, but we want to make sure that we're ideally routing it through the routing channels to get to where we want it to go.
This looks fine.
To try and get a jump start on the cable management.
Right.
Yeah, and this would go.
Yep, that'll go through there.
And
we're not going to do any of that stuff yet.
But I mean, I think I am going to just pass it under here because I want to be conscientious about the fact that we're going to need to
manage those cables.
Yeah. Just going to open up the Velcro. Okay, and then get in there. Okay, so this is going through.
Yep.
And this end plugs into the motherboard, and I see what I believe to be the correct port.
There's only one 24-pin big boy on the motherboard.
Okay, so next I got to do the.
I can plug this in, right?
No, let's wait. Let's do them all together.
Sorry.
We need the 8-pin CPU one now.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just one CPU.
Get that boy stuck there.
And it's a 4.
That's the Y cable one.
Yeah, it's the 4.
It's
the 4 port plus 4 kind of thing.
You got it.
And we are routing this critter into the Y end is the one that's routing through into the case.
You mean into the?
Sorry, into the motherboard. Like this end is going through the hole. And I think that's what I did.
Yeah.
I think I remember tucking this into
yeah,
something.
that sounds
Yeah.
right.
So I'm gonna hand that to you. I'm gonna find the CPU slot. There it is.
And Sumit, would you run this through the same channel as the 20-pin, the motherboard cable, or?
It doesn't really matter. It's just whatever's because the thing is the CPU where you're plugging it into the motherboard. It's way at the top of the motherboard.
Okay. Yeah.
And
okay. So it'd go in this top channel.
We just want to make sure that we're going to be able to route it to that spot on the motherboard.
Okay. I feel good about what we've done here, actually.
Yeah.
As I let Pat.
Because the motherboard plug for the power to the motherboard is all the way on the right side.
Okay.
Toward the front of the PC, and the CPU is toward the back and at the top of the motherboard. So.
And Shai, I'm terribly sorry that this is impossible to shoot.
No, you just look. We warned our viewers. It's just you got to get in there. You got to get your fingers in there. You got to get your eyeballs up in there.
Bun Bun Rocket says, more angles, shake your cameras. That's what we want.
Oh, God, why is this part so hard for my stupid little fingers? Oh, I just step
It's
on
because
my
we're
cables.
30 and we don't have like the nimble fingers of a 5-year-old anymore. No, not 5-year-old. That's too young for nimble fingers. What age group do you think has the nimblest fingers?
So like a
How old is Ninja Tyler Blevins?
Ninja Tyler Blevins is 13.
Okay.
Yeah. Ninjas, I think, as a group of experts, have nimbler fingers than the rest of it. Okay, so classes of people that have nimble fingers: magicians,
Sure. Children who work in factories.
children who work in factories. Number 2, ninjas. Tyler Ninja Blevins. Number 4.
Yeah, that ranking seems accurate.
Submit.
Yeah.
Only 2. Technically, if you plug this one in, it'll only have taken 2 of us because Simone didn't try this one. You want to give this a shot?
I can.
Thanks.
Oh my god. This is the part that I knew. This is the part that I was dreading, I think, more than anything. Like, more than the GPU, although I'm afraid of the
holding
GPU.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm holding it, sorry.
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure. Because we're going to run it. The CPU power is here.
Oh.
So, yeah, let me run it through.
A different place.
Yeah.
Oh, through this? Oh.
Yeah, the top channel is what I was.
Yeah, that top channel.
pointing
Sorry,
to.
I thought you were talking about this top channel.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah.
The top channel, what are we talking about? Polygon on Twitch?
On twitch.tv is what I think we're doing. How are we doing on time?
We are. Let me check that real quick for you. We're doing good. We have a half
We're
an hour.
doing so freaking good.
Well, let's.
Okay. But I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sumit, that I keep cursing us by talking about how good we're doing. Rubbering in.
Rubbering in. Is rubbering in a real F1 term? No.
Sumit?
Yes, I'm sorry, it is, yeah.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say it's like warming up your tires before the race.
You're correct that it is a real term. It refers to the track gradually like having more and more rubber laid down on it as tires.
Oh, does that make it easier or harder to drive on
It does make it easier. It's nice and not slippery. Yeah.
I used to play pole position
Oh, then you're gonna
on,
have opinions on one of my later terms.
really? Okay. Commodore 64. No, it was 128, Commodore 128.
What kind of racing was that?
F1, I think.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Or like fake, maybe it wasn't licensed.
It could have been
Do you need some light
horse
whip?
racing.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Think of.
Pole position comes from
Oh
horse
no,
racing.
it was cars. I really distinctly remember the sound of the cars.
Was
just
it like the old engines?
Yeah, like it was coming off a Commodore
Yeah.
128 sound card, so it was just like beep 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 beep.
I love engine noise.
That's a great question from is that Out of Time Traveler. Do they have to de-rubber the tracks after the races, and how do they do that?
I don't know. I don't know that they do. 'Cause I know they don't clean them throughout the weekend. And when it rains, they come out with big, stupid brooms and they sweep them all
They come out with brooms?
Yeah.
That's funny.
But I don't know what happens after the race is over.
Just take a look at the motherboard.
This is a new hobby for me, and I'm still learning terms.
Compare.
When we
things
have
work.
30 minutes here, I'm going to do two plugs real quick. The first one is once again for GameStop. Thank you, GameStop, for sponsoring this 2-part F1 PC building stream.
For letting me build big computer. They just let me do it.
You can see the full parts list down below in a panel that I created on Twitch if you want to see exactly what we're using here. And there's also a link to GameStop on there. They sell PC parts now, and they got some Black Friday deals coming up. I just want to say thank you to Sumit here for stepping up and helping us with this project. I came into this thinking Sumit had built dozens of PCs, and then he told me literally once we went live that he'd built 2, which is still 1 more PC than I've built.
And 2 more than I've built.
But yeah, this has been fun, and we couldn't have done it without him.
It's gone shockingly well.
The reason this isn't going. This is the VGA cable. This is
But this is also a VGA cable.
This is the CPU cable.
Oh, that's the CPU.
I was sabotaged.
You looked at it and said, yeah, that's the one. I
did.
remember it.
No,
I'll take it.
No, that didn't happen. Delete this VOD.
Roll
Delete
the tape.
the VOD.
Roll the tape.
Just watching
Oh my
fucking
God.
3 idiots trying to put a square peg in a round hole for 15 minutes. For 15 minutes.
We did the hard part really
Now-
well,
now let's see,
I'll
ready?
say.
I'm trying now. Let's see.
Okay.
And it's in.
Got it in one. Amazing. Submit hero. Okay, what's next?
All right. Well, it's good. It's a
Did
good
anyone in chat catch it?
I don't know.
We should have submit, be like a magician and do some sleight of hand next time you notice I've given you a wrong cable, and just lie and slide it out.
Wow.
VGA, I assume is next.
Yeah, VJ's next. And Sumit, did we run that one over as well?
So those cables, you're probably gonna want to run them through that channel on the side, the same as the motherboard cable,
Gotcha.
motherboard power cable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they've got to go into the, and you're gonna need two of them to go into the.
That's right.
Okay, and these go in VGA 1 and VGA 2.
That's right.
Correct.
Amazing. Oh, my little hand.
That's fine. We only that was only like a what, like a
It's in.
10-minute delay from us trying to.
Put the wrong cable in the wrong hole.
That's fine.
What's that TikTok or Vine or whatever where the guy's got the puzzle bucket and he's like, which one does this go in?
Oh no.
That's right.
The round hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure
right.
everyone on our watching our stream was just like, "What do you? No, don't! Why are you doing that?"
They weren't. They loved it. They thought it was a good bit, and they thought it was funny and fun. Okay, so you said this goes through the same one, that the big Mobo cable, and not the one that's on the other side of this hole, because there's a couple.
Yeah, I think if you put
We are going through
Actually-
the same hole as the Mobo cable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
then
and,
I will-
and let's try it and see what happens. But also
Yeah.
try to follow like some routing, one of those routing channels, because
yeah, that's what I'm.
yeah, that's going to give us
They're-
the best opportunity to
Okay. yeah.
do the cable management.
Just
at the end of
gonna-
this.
Okay. Oh no, that's not gonna play nice with that. Well, maybe that's what other Velcro is for.
I just got sleepy.
Yeah, don't get sleepy.
No.
Have a little sippy. We should have integrated a energy drink taste test into this stream.
John, if you will, says, can I hire Polygon to build my PC for me? Yeah, this is actually our new business.
Yeah. Not only.
3 very confused, sweaty, angry people come over to your house for 2 to 2.5 hours.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm feeling pretty freaking good. I love being sweaty. And I'm not angry. Yet.
Oh, great question. Sorry, from Out of Time Traveler in chat asks if we'll be giving this computer a name.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like you should name it after one of your car freaks.
Yeah.
Hey, what about the little face that we've got that you?
Claudio?
Yeah. What
My boyfriend?
What if you name it Claudia?
We could. What if we called it Bono? Because then you're naming it after the U2 guy and the car guy that you like.
I don't think I could respect myself if I did that. I think I would become red and embarrassed every time I thought about it, because that's what happens when I think about him. That was going to be a question. I was going to ask a question about him, and then I thought, no, I'll become too red and embarrassed if I think about him, and it's happening. It's happening right now. Okay, so I've got cables.
All right, cool. Well, let's rotate this guy 180 degrees and do our cabling on the motherboard side.
What do you mean by 180 degrees? Oh.
Yeah, just so the camera can see it better.
Oh. Oh.
We dragging?
Nope, we're good. Sorry, that was just an exclamation of shock over the direction that you chose to go.
And then we'll center it up a little bit.
So you've plugged all the things into the power supply that we've needed.
Everything, well, let me triple check that
Everything
actually.
that was plugged into the power supply during the test build.
Yep, power
been
supply,
plugged in.
24 pin in, 8-pin CPU in, and the 2 GPU pins. And the we also did the
SATA one.
yeah the SATA one.
Okay.
Okay.
I've become untethered.
So Sumit, I was completely phased out when we hooked up the case controls last time.
Yeah,
Could we once again ask you for your brilliant mind?
and it was an emotional process.
So that thing,
It's that little guy right here.
yeah, it's that guy there. And so let me grab
This part will be quick.
the SATA. What we did, I believe, was run it up this way. that goes there, and because yeah, it's fair. Hold on, let me.
Do you want to do another turn while he's hooking up those cables?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hit me.
Lollipop Man.
Lollipop Man? Is Lollipop Man an authentic F1 term? Yeah, it's gotta be. Please tell me it's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
What is the Lollipop Man?
I think they don't have them anymore, but back before they had automated lights on pit stops, there was a guy with a big stick who would tell you, like, okay, stop, and now you put it in gear, and now you can go. And that was the Lollipop Man.
I love the Lollipop
I know.
It's incredible. I'm gonna get into F1 just because of that.
Well, again, it's been discontinued, so there are Lollipop Men out of work all over the world.
Well, then I'm not getting into F1. Oh, that's terrible.
It's over.
I do like it. We have a highlighted comment from Specific Andrew says, we all agree that Bun Rocket's suggestion of Tracy Chapman Fast Car, AKA TCFC, is the best name for this PC.
That's a really good name.
Can we do that
Yeah,
one?
Tracy Chapman Fast Car.
Yeah.
.mp3.
Dot real player.
Yeah, fair enough. I want whatever is the like highest quality audio that I can Tracy Chapman Fast Car.
Dot FLAC then.
Dot FLAC,
Yeah.
okay. Tracy Chapman Fast Car dot FLAC.
Vorbis.
Sorry.
It's the funniest format name. Og Vorbis.
So can we get like a big sticker printed for the side of the case to put on
Yeah,
it
let's
with the
do that.
name
Absolutely
of the,
should.
Yeah,
of the
Tracy
PC.
Chapman Fast Car.
Thank you so much.
That was Bun Rocket, and
Bun
Specific
Rocket.
Andrew
Thank
highlighted
you
that
so
for us.
much.
Vorb? What is it? Og Vorbis?
Yeah, it's just .og.
Dot Og Vorbis.
Yeah.
Is that like a Scandinavian guy who invented it? It sounds like that sounds like a rally car
It
driver.
must be. And then, you know what we can say when you're ready to play?
What's that?
It's Vorben time.
Oh my God.
I'm really glad we had you here, Sumit.
Yeah, this is fun. All right, stream's over. Bye, Sumit.
Og Vorbis is a guy who like drives a Ford Escort, like a '93 Ford Escort, like 200 miles an hour through the woods in Finland.
And he drinks Red Bull and smokes 10 cigarettes a day.
Yeah. I went into the corner and the car flipped over, but I was fine.
Oh my God. How's your cable management going, Sumit?
It's going. I'm just trying to get. Do we have any like pliers in that kit? Like little like pulling tools?
We don't. We do.
Amazing.
It's pulling time.
I freaking love
Thank
this
you.
thing. This is a good kit.
Do a quick time check.
Yeah. Because I could start plugging things in on this side if we wanted to.
Okay, so that's in.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, let's get to work on the other side then.
Okay. One of my hairs is trapped underneath the computer. So I've got the motherboard cable. Should we hook this in before I plug it in? Or?
Yeah, that's probably the best way to handle that.
Cable manage it now. You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that the big thick cable's got it's got to go in one of these channels. So maybe if we put these two in the other on the right
Yeah,
side.
that's what I was trying to do.
If we're doing cable management, I should probably rotate this whole guy again so the people at home can see.
I'm just about done.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. With this one at least.
Gotta turn the pliers.
So
and return to
and
my
then
chair.
this goes in here. Please. Is that in? No, it's not.
If it clicked, it's in.
The thing is, it probably
clicked.
it might be easier if we start plugging stuff into the motherboard because then we can figure out how much slack we have. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start going Mobo mode.
you know.
Can you take a look at that?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think it's not quite seated properly. But she's challenging me.
I think you've gone and done it. If it won't come out easily, it's in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, it looks crooked to me, is the thing. I think I've gone.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Does it look better now for your angle?
Can you move your hand? No, this side is up a little higher.
Okay.
It's not quite in. Sowie.
It's all right.
Okay. Ooh, now it looks so much better.
Is it good now?
Just about. Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
And hey, if it doesn't turn on, we'll know that that might be the problem. Okay, and now these two guys, these are the VGA cables? Yes, they are.
That's right.
So they go in the GPU.
And those go into the GPU.
Japoo. And they go here?
Yep.
Okay. Oh boy. And I want this.
Yes,
part
you
of
don't
it.
want the little sticky outy bit that you want the bit that your hand is on now.
And does it matter which?
Doesn't matter which goes in which now.
Okay. And the tab goes at the bottom?
The tab goes, well, so you can tell, because go ahead and take a look-see at these guys.
Yeah.
You see how they're little domed there? So you
Oh,
want
yeah.
it to line up the same way. So
Okay,
the domey
dome
guys
up.
are on the top, so yeah.
So tab at the bottom. Okay. Actually gonna put this underneath the motherboard cable on this side. Okay. Dome at the top. Oh,
Hey.
and this one is a little bastard because
Yeah, it's a
they
little
are.
tricky. I can hold this so there's a
Yeah.
little more slack. Ryan Sonora, thank you for that gift sub to Mike.
Does it matter which? Oh wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Domed. She domed.
Also, thank you to Mike in the chat, Mike AM in the chat, who helped me build my first PC with provided me with some advice and the parts list that I used.
Pat, I'm gonna need your hands, I think.
Yeah, okay.
This is my, oh. Is it no longer my weakness? No, it's still my weakness. I need your hands. Let's trade.
Okay. Coming around.
Beep, beep, beep.
Beep 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 beep.
Yeah, we can also maybe start trying to plug in the
There we go.
Nice.
other cables.
Go for the distant one.
That was smart. Like this.
All right, we're in. Give me the other one.
It should be right here.
Thank you. Yeah, so the tricky thing that was happening there, Simone, is you didn't have the little heads clipped together quite right. So you gotta jerk those around until they seat up against each other.
They make me
Angry.
They are vexing indeed.
I don't like them.
I don't like them.
They infuriate me.
How much tug room do I have there? Can I keep
that's
tugging?
about as much tug room as you got.
Okie dokie. I'll make it work.
The sight of them makes me rage.
Look at those fingers. Oh my
Yeah, if you got one more slack in one cable or the other, you can always
We're in.
swap
Wow,
them out.
everyone is saying hands, hands, hands.
Like jazz hands?
Hands, hands, hands.
All right, cool. Both VGA cables are in.
Dope. CPU time. I'm gonna try this
Oh,
one.
did you, Simit, can I get the pen real quick?
The pen.
got it?
Yeah, where is the pen?
Thanks.
Okay. And that goes up at the top.
Simone, did you install this?
I don't know. Are you trying to trick me?
Okay. Chat, I wrote ICUP on the paper and
Oh
she
my
didn't fall for
god.
it. She didn't fall for it. What is that? Is that that's the CPU hookup for the motherboard, right?
You know, my whole life flashed in front of my eyes. I was like, are we gonna have to take it apart? Did I forget something?
No, Simone, you did good. You passed.
Okay.
You passed the P test.
Oh, I always do. Domes.
I'll hold the slack on this side for you.
I'm gonna climb in there. Gonna get these stupid little clips lined up, and then I'm just gonna go in. Oh no.
Having a tricky time?
Yeah, I'm having a tricky time.
You want me to give it a shot?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and so it's going into the right or the left one?
I don't know. I was just going in for anyone that I
Oh,
can
no,
find.
it's got to go into a specific one, Simone.
Okay. Simit, do you think it goes into the right or the left?
They should be labeled like 1 and 2 somewhere.
They
There should be-
are.
Oh,
but I
yes,
think-
they are. I see CPU power 1?
Yeah, so 1 is the one it should go into.
I can't tell which one that is.
Do you want me to look with my fine eyes?
Yeah.
Strong, fine,
They
young
both.
eyes.
Oh, hang on. Yeah. Okay, so we
20/20
want
vision.
the left one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would kind of just assume.
All right. So dome down on this one.
Dome down.
Dome down.
Oh, baby, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, baby. Sorry, that's my anxiety song.
Yeah, let me take that slack out.
Yeah, and with a case like it's really helpful with a case here where you have the entire top open as well for the, like if you were to put radiators for a liquid cooler. And so it's really helpful to be able to reach in through the top of the case.
Yeah, we've got light in from every angle. We can put our hands in from basically every angle.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, it's been super helpful, especially when I was screwing in those, the motherboard.
I believe we're in.
We're in.
And if we're not, that is another potential place for us to check. Feels a little wiggly still. Let me see. I think it's good though.
All right.
10 minutes? All right, we got 10 minutes. I think maybe.
We can do this.
Can we?
I think we can do
How
this.
many more cables do we got? Let's see. Case controls.
Yeah, the USB audio and that stuff. And then the
Plug into the Mobo.
the fans.
Okay, I can get started on that if we want. Oh no, this part is very scary to me. Actually.
We do have permission to go slightly over if we're close.
Cool.
We are close.
Yeah, it's really just cables. Okay, so F panel, and these are all labeled, right?
They are, but the labels are very, very small.
Okay.
Okay.
JUSB, JFP. Okay. No. I've got system fans. Maybe I'll
So the fans should all be hooked up into the
HD audio.
the all-in-one sort of device.
They're not yet.
The fans aren't, because they should have been hooked up. They're pre-wired into the thing, I think.
Oh, in that case they are.
Yeah.
But there's nothing plugged into the motherboard, is what I'm
Right. So that all that should be plugged in from the all-in-one device. There's the SATA for power.
Yeah.
And then there's it's like one USB cable that goes into a USB header on the motherboard.
Would you mind doing that part for us so we can remember that?
Let me take a look.
Watch out there.
If I recall correctly.
Someone's rolling on through. Oh yeah, it's this blue boy, right?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, so the blue thing is the USB header.
Yeah.
And then this, that's the front panel audio, that's fine. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay, I'll go.
And then this is F panel. Yeah, okay. All right, so let me make sure that we're, I think this, if I recall correctly, this is over here.
I almost touched something that I shouldn't have touched just because it looked shiny.
Classic Simone.
Typical.
So I can put this way.
Corvid.
And this is because this will go to what is marked as JUSB 1.
Okay, Jezebel 1.
Yeah, that's that's a USB header. Oh, I think it might be reversible. Let's find out.
Cool.
You always got to try it one way than the other.
That's how USB goes.
Yep.
Okay, so that's in.
Nice.
Great. And then we've got this USB header as well, and that'll go in, I believe, below the GPU. Yes.
I have to say, this doesn't look bad back here.
Yeah.
What we've done.
Well, we don't have time to look at it now. We got to keep moving forward
yeah.
so we can hopefully get this guy to post.
Like, look, here's the thing. Could be better, sure.
Yes.
But is it fine?
Yes.
Okay, so that's that. And then, then these little guys are the, so this is for the front panel lights and stuff, and this is the audio. So, this, I believe, goes into JFP 1. That's what I believe, FP, front panel.
Yep.
And it goes...
Get some scrap off.
Goes this way.
Chat, how you doing?
Can we do a drink check?
Drink check? Yeah, what's everybody doing for beverages today?
Okay.
I'm having a tea.
I'm having a little green tea. I'm having nothing.
A Hockle chocolate. Is that like a hot chocolate? Peach tea. Ooh, peach tea.
Damn. Water.
Dr. Pepper Zero. That was weird.
Let's start.
It was weird when we both said that together.
Yeah.
Dr.
Acapella
Pepper
group.
Zero.
Should we try it again?
Dr.
Pepper.
Zero.
All right, and this.
Look me in my fucking eyes.
Okay.
Dr. Pepper Zero. Dr. Pepper Zero.
Dr. Pepper Zero. Dr. Pepper Zero. GameStop.
That's great.
Where is the? Oh, yes, that's right. It's all the way on the other side. So I'm gonna,
Oh yeah, that one is annoying.
Oh,
so I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna go in
Down here?
down here.
Oh, here, I'll hold that for you. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Got it?
Yes.
I love Dr. Pepper.
I'm pulling, so you have about as much
We got to
as
get
you're gonna get.
the Dr. Pepper sponsorship. Get that DP.
You gotta get the doctor.
I mean, look, the GameStop sponsorship's working out pretty well so far.
Yeah,
It
I'm loving
frankly
it.
is.
Honestly, I cannot believe we have made this much progress in 2 hours.
Right?
After the first build
Right?
we did, yeah, we're killing it right now. So
got no
I say as I stand here watching submit work.
God, Pat,
Yeah, we're
doing
great.
a really good job, I have to say. The work
So
that we've done
those
today.
aren't connected, and then I think that is everything. I don't see anything.
Tell me when I get to put the
Hold on,
pieces
what's
back
this one?
Let's not even do the case. Let's just try to get this guy to post.
Okay.
We're doing episode 1 C3PO mode when we turn this on.
on. Yeah.
I have loose parts hanging out.
And people will see how it really works.
Thank you, everybody, once again for hanging out on our GameStop-sponsored PC build stream, part 1 of the stream. We'll be coming back for part 2 in 2 weeks. Well, we actually put this thing through the paces, as they say
Hey.
in F1 racing. We're gonna have
Rubber in.
we're gonna rubber in. We're gonna have a fun headset. We're gonna have. Did you get the licensed wheel?
I don't remember what wheel I got.
Okay.
I know we have the Ferrari headset.
We're gonna have a fun Ferrari headset. We're gonna have the wheel. We're gonna have the pedals. We're gonna have a cockpit. We're gonna have a really, really wide display.
Such a wide
Now that I
display.
think about it, we're gonna have to think about how we're gonna get that onto the stream. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But Simone's gonna drive her little cars,
I'm gonna drive little cars.
and then when she's done, I'm gonna drive my little cars, which are a different kind of little car, but maybe not on the stream. I just wanna. I want to play dirt.
I'm gonna play every card game known to man once we have this thing set up. Every game known to man, honestly.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But this one was sponsored once again.
By GameStop!
You want to do the
Oh
final
yeah,
plugs?
I do! GameStop has sponsored this stream. They helped us get all these freaking PC parts, which you can find at GameStop.com or perhaps in your local GameStop store. If somebody you know is looking to build a PC, they are indeed right now having their Black Friday sales. 30% off PC components, up to 40% off PC accessories, up to 15% off desks and laptops. You can find all those things. And of course, they have games and more in stores and online at GameStop.com. So go check it out. And this has been a pretty awesome process to be able to build this massive PC with parts that are worth more than my entire life.
I think this is pretty much
Is
good to go.
she done?
There's one USB cable dangling, but that's okay. We don't need that to.
Do you want to see if we can get this guy to post?
I think.
Let's get it to post.
Tracy Chapman.
Tracy Chapman fastcar.og.
.og.
.og.
.ogvorbis.
Ogvorbis.
Ogvorbis.
Okay.
How do we want to orient this? Let's
Yeah.
hang on. First, I'm going to unclip.
Unclip.
Can we get the tools out of here for now?
Yeah. Here,
Thanks. And
take
I'll get the
that.
PC. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Ogvorbis. I have to fix my car with a sledgehammer. That's what. I don't know if that's. I guess
Yeah,
it's Swedish. Is that Finnish?
I just got very distracted by thinking about that and couldn't actually respond to it. That's how much you stunned me by what you said. I can't believe, I mean, obviously it hasn't turned on yet. So that being said, I can't believe that we have managed to put in all the pieces and plug in all the cables. I think that that's pretty impressive.
Did you get the power cable for the PC?
I
there should
did.
be
That's
one for
what I
the-
handed to you.
Okay. What about the one for the monitor? Is that one just loose dangling down here?
It
is,
should be,
yes.
yeah.
Yep. Do.
Oh God, I'm scared.
And I think
Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, that's hooked up. All the fans are-
Wow.
cool. And a reminder, we are streaming Pokemon tomorrow. Hey, that game's available at GameStop.
Whoa. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
The stream tomorrow is not sponsored. We're just playing it because we want to
Yeah.
play Pokemon,
I
and
just
it's out
want you
tomorrow.
guys to know.
When we got this to post last time, we were plugged into the graphics card, right?
We were.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That thing went in. It is plugged in. Flip it on.
Okay, on. All right.
Flip it on the power supply.
And that's towards
Submit,
the...
come over here with us for the
Yes.
moment of truth.
And then I
want
press this.
You press that.
Fingers crossed.
Lights on. I'm so scared.
The light's not supposed to be on.
That
No, the light on the motherboard
Oh,
isn't
no.
supposed to be on.
The light on the
That's
motherboard
okay.
is on.
Let's see.
Let's give it a second.
Let's give it. I
Give
think
it a
it took
minute to think.
it took a second last time.
I so hope and pray. Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Is it? What's it saying? Oh, the light went off.
Oh.
Did it? Right? Did the light just go off?
Do we have a BIOS over
Not yet.
here? No BIOS?
Is the monitor on?
Let me check. The monitor is on. We're not posting.
We're not posting.
Let me try
Fuck.
straight into the MOBO.
Okay.
The fans are on.
The fans are whirring.
I will say, the fans. The front fans are not on.
Oh.
Should they be on?
Maybe. So let me check the front fans.
Okay. Chat. This is what PC building is like.
This is the true reality.
That's true.
This is the reality of it. The fact that it turned on the first time I ever did it, the fact that actually it didn't post at first when we were building the other day.
That is true.
So the GPU is beautiful. It's all lit up with rainbow lights.
That's nice.
It is pretty nice.
All right, let me try.
The front and rear fans are not on.
Common Polygon L.
Yeah,
All right.
typical.
That's fair. All right, let me investigate.
Are you going to investigate now?
Yeah, I
Do you
think
want me to turn it off?
it's let's hit the
Okay.
off switch on the power
We're
supply.
going to do 5 minutes to investigate, and then
Yeah.
we're going to
We're gonna try to make it work.
try again from there.
There were
Let me get-
two weak points in our cabling. One was the motherboard.
Let me get the chat.
Although the
running.
motherboard, the fact that lights came onto it
Yeah,
does
the
indicate that was
motherboard
correct.
power I think
Yeah.
is okay.
We could also simply power cycle it and try again.
Yeah.
Important question from, actually, yeah, let's unplug this PC before we put our hands
Oh
in
yeah,
there.
sure.
Get your hands out now, Sumit, actually.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Good.
You are free to touch.
Great question. Yeah, you're free to touch. Great question. Is your shirt from Stitch Fix, Simone?
No, it is from American Eagle, I think. I walked in there looking for basics, and there it was. It was in white and black, and I went to check out, and they were like, "Did you try this on?" And I was like, "Yeah, I tried it on." And they're like, "Okay," because some people think it fits really weird.
Okay, so apparently they said skirt, not shirt.
Yes, my skirt is from Stitch Fix.
That's my fault. That one's on me.
But I hope that you all enjoyed the story. Yeah, so this skirt's from Stitch Fix. Does anyone love their Stitch Fix?
Well, when we have 5
Thanks to
minutes
Molly.
for Sumit to troubleshoot, first of all, Sumit, let us know if you need anything from us.
Oh
The
my
other
God.
thing is, let's say thank you to our wonderful production staff,
Oh my God,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Shy on the
Yes.
camera,
Thank you, Shy.
Andy and Tara in the control room, Chris, who did all the sound work with us, and of course, Srinivas probably did some background work to make this thing possible. And other people helped us out too, and I'm sorry if I didn't say their names. Did I forget any? I'm always forgetting people.
I was thinking at the time about my skirt, so I wasn't
Okay,
listening to the words
all right.
coming out of your mouth. You said Andy, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, cool.
yep, of course. Of course
Okay,
I said
great,
Andy.
great. Great.
Just gonna try to hook up to the. I think last time I hooked it up to the end, and in case that makes a difference.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna try, and we'll see how it goes.
Also, thank you to Submit again. who has
Seriously,
built
thank
one-
you to Submit.
I mean, after this, Submit will have built 3 PCs, and I
Yeah.
will have stood by and watched.
I looked down and whispered, no.
You have those pliers. You can...
Yeah. I think I took the pliers away from you, so let me go get those pliers.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, Brandon Chip, the lights on the Mobo do have implicit meaning.
Submit.
But last time we got this guy to post, they came on for a second and they turned off and then it posted. So
Yeah, we did have to turn it on and off again, though, to get it to do that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm remembering that now.
oh yeah, did we adjust anything between those two things, or did we just like seat things up?
I thought so. We reseated the RAM, right? That's what.
That's right,
we
we did
did.
reseat, but that was because we had an error message about the RAM.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh wait, no, yeah, the lights were saying something about the RAM.
yeah. All right, there we go. Okay, I think
Should we
let's
try it?
give it another go.
All right, we're gonna give it one last shot. Don't plug it in quite yet.
I'm not. Well, I have to wait till you move to do that. So.
All right. All right, plug it in.
Okay, I plugged it in.
Hit the switch.
Flipping it on.
Hit the button.
Hit.
Post for me, baby.
Oh, I am
Oh, front fans are going.
That's a positive sign.
The light is on.
no longer putting my hands in there.
Keep your hands out of there.
Okay. Well, it's a good sign that all the fans are going this time.
Let me try plugging and unplugging HDMI real quick.
Oh yeah, do it on.
And the monitor is on.
Please.
It should be, yeah, Tara.
Okay.
HDMI is in.
Okay. Yeah. So
There's
the
something.
I see the monitor says something.
Yeah, that's just the monitors.
Yeah.
doing
The
stuff.
monitor power. Yeah. Yeah.
We have no lights on the Mobo,
I
Okay.
like the.
which is good. It could be the display. Let me check this. Oh, we got a BIOS.
Oh, we did it! Yeah! Yeah!
Woo!
Yeah! Let me look at it. Oh, yeah!
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God!
I'm king of the
We did
world.
it. You did it. Wow. Hoist Submit up.
Cable King! Can we grab him under his arms? No, we're not.
Okay.
We'd have to, and then we drop him on top of the PC.
Okay.
Yo!
Well, that has been the part 1 of the GameStop F1 stream.
We
Thank you,
freaking
everybody.
did it.
We really did it. We went and did it.
I gotta say, I'm just honored to have been asked to be a part of this because I was on the side, and then you guys, you know what you did? You pressed F1. You called for help.
We did. Yeah.
Wow. Way to go.
All right. Thank you to GameStop for sponsoring this stream and letting us build this sick PC. I can't wait to play games on it.
Yeah. And once again, we will be back tomorrow doing regular non-sponsored streaming. And it is still Streamsgiving.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be streaming a whole bunch of times every week from now until a date that we'll eventually tell you when we will
Yeah.
stop doing Streamsgiving.
And I believe that schedule is here on Twitch.
That's
Is it not?
Tara put some of them into the Twitch
Yeah.
schedule, so yeah, you can see those right here. Tara, is there anything else I need to tell folks before we say goodbye?
Ask her which part of the PC I'm allowed to lick.
That's right. Okay, that's it. Thanks, everybody. Make sure you come back in 2 weeks for the next segment of the sponsored stream when Simone will be climbing into
A cockpit.
a cockpit, a big pile of wonderful F1 gaming accessories.
Big rig.
And spending many thousands of dollars worth of equipment, probably driving into
Crashing
a
a
wall.
car, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be just putting it right in the wall.
That's it.
Yay!
Bye, everybody.
Don't eat the thermal paste.
Don't eat the thermal
Or
paste.
anything else in here.
Oh, unless it looks really good.